Wait, you didn't say to make a new character sheet. Hold on.
You should always have a new character ready. This sadistic motherfucker will destroy you. And going live
Backup plans called make mistakes.
The goal is never to kill anyone. It is always to make you suffer. And through that suffering, find yourself. Anyways, hello everyone. Welcome to Merchants of Mischief. Joining me today are these fine players. I am always, as always, I'm your benevolent Dungeon Master Puck. And in no sequential order, joining me today is the lovely Jabetta fucking Knot, our cleric of Soon and Sea Elf Extraordinaire. Also joining us today, our brand new barbarian, Redan.
Yo.
Making a name for himself in the Mercs of Mischief these days. And joining us as always is the Chikushano the Quick. Just, you don't get a special intro today. And joining us once again is the lovely Lilith Sings, who I'm hoping will regale us with another performance.
Is it Sings or Singer?
Singer.
Oh, Singer. Oh, sorry. Lilith Singer. Pardon my accent. Okay.
Pardon my accent.
When last we left our heroes, they were having some downtime at home. And through that downtime, they inspected the property, played with the pets, caught up with the residents of the keep. And in addition to that, they also received an invitation from one Owen Stone. It would seem that Owen Stone's benefactor, his client, is looking to invite everyone to a kind of networking event that he's hosting in Waterdeep. And the party grappled with the idea of going back there. A lot of people didn't like it. But we did some makeover montages, everybody had a lot of fun, but as everybody slept, brutal dreams infiltrated the mind of one Lilith Singer. And that is where we join our party today.
Okay.
Oh,
so
we lost you then.
Here, I'm still here on audio.
All right, so
okay.
Not the time, buddy.
While we take this out, Lilith, you awaken in the middle of the night after this nightmare.
Oh, shit. From that disturbing dream nightmare that she ended up being like jostled awake to.
Okay.
She has like bits of beads of sweat coming down her brow, and
Yes.
after taking a couple of breaths from that moment, she furrows her brows, starts to feel a little irritated, and jumps out of bed, grabs a bottle of wine, and starts a bath.
Very nice.
She takes. Oh, go ahead.
Lilith, I want you to do a perception check for me the moment you start awake.
Oh, okay. Perception, open. Yes, I want to play. Sorry.
Any buttons?
And so sorry. Okay, now there we are. Perception, you said, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. Where are you? Okay.
All right. So you don't see it.
You're not bad, huh?
Too much of a fright, and this
Wow.
this dream is kind of cut to some things about you. It kind of hit you where you live, so you're like, no, I'm gonna go have a bath and try to cool off. And so you get up and you go prepare your bath and everything. And while you're preparing everything, Tommy, finds you in the halls.
Who?
Tommy. He is-
Tommy? Okay.
Yes, Tommy is the vampire bartender at
Oh.
the tavern. And he says, "Is everything all right?"
Do I look bloody all right to you? Just give me the strongest wine you have in your cupboard.
Ah, I see. It won't be a moment. I'll bring it right to you. And he kind of dissipates into mist and goes away for a bit to go get your wine.
Lilith taps her feet.
And he returns and says, "Here, this is a fine vintage from my personal collection."
Much obliged. She snatches it and goes on her way back to the bath.
Lilith is a real I need to speak to your manager kind of bitch.
Love it. All right.
Lilith's in her own little bubble.
Yeah. So you've got your bottle of wine now. Do you go take your bath?
I go and take my bath, try to relax, not feel so irritated and angry, and just kind of think about what the heck happened in that dream slash nightmare. And just like Lilith will just try to interpret it like we all would when we have a dream, which is like, I wonder what this all meant kind of thing.
Right. Like certainly it was just a dream. Certainly.
And
Or how did you see it?
huh?
How does Lilith land at the end of this? Like, how does she rationalize this experience?
Oh, you're gonna love this. I was thinking, I was like, okay, I think I got something. So
Right.
Lilith, does a little bubble bath, drinks until the bottle's empty, and she came to a little bit of a conclusion, and gets up from the bathtub, and just like throws that glass across the room. The thing just smashes.
All right.
She gets her robe and dashes over to Spoonie's room.
Okay. All right. So she's over at Spoonie's room.
Mm-hmm. And before she goes to Spoonie's room, she will cast is it prestidigitation, I think, to whatever she thinks is Spoonie's like favorite scent or something like that.
Ooh. Well then. All right. So you give yourself a nice vow. Do you knock on the door or do you just
No, does not knock, just opens it.
just opens it?
Just opens it.
All right. Spoonie is sitting in a kind of like a plush lounge chair, drinking from his ever-present glass of hard liquor, and in a smoking jacket, just looking out the window.
My God.
Looks like I'm not the only one that's awake at night.
You know, I
Spoonie.
ain't much of a sleeper. What can I do
Seems
for
to be
you,
going
fella?
around. Spoonie, I had the most god-awful dream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Well, you know the gist of it. Had to come to you for some help once I left town and whatnot. And you said to me that you would, help me out, make me a star.
Absolutely. That's why you're going to that party mall.
But, Spoonie, I still can't brush off the way that you treated me back at the other town. You know that, my blood and family name is worth a lot more than you think. And yet you risked putting my life in danger, putting me on stage like that when you know there was a problem.
Look, I didn't know it would be you.
Yet you still risked that chance, Spoonie.
I had to. You're my friends, Lilith.
Had to.
I know we'd have you
Not-
back.
Well, Spoonie, I think that dream I just had, I think that thing that told me that he was going to help me, I think it was you. And boy, did it rub me the wrong way once I heard it again.
Oh, geez.
Spoonie. So she goes a little closer to Spoonie.
Yeah.
And she goes and whispers to his ear, Spoonie, I know you didn't drag me out here to be a performing monkey now, do you? And, you know I don't accept apologies. Not verbally, at least, but through action. So, Spoonie, I've got something to say about this. With that action to be your apology, I've decided that you're going to make me as one of your councilmen, one that governs this town. Doesn't look like you've been doing a good job yourself. You know I've got the experience for this, Spoonie. And you know I can sweet talk that talk. And I go and do things that you don't do. A person that just lounges around and make other people do their dirty work, that ain't your style. And we're about to go to this event. And if I need to sweet talk some people over there, and they need to take me seriously, you're going to give me that title, Spoonie. That will be your apology to me.
Oh,
What do you say?
that'd be great.
All right, Lil. You always knew how to play hardball. You got a deal. You impressed at that party? I'll see to it that you get a top seat at the table.
Title and everything, Spoonie. You and I will be equals, not manager and whatever you trying to put me as before. But we're now equals.
Equals.
She smiles as she backs away. She puts a hand on Spoonie's face. He's like, Spoonie. Spoonie, honey. Now we're seeing eye to eye. Thank you kindly.
It's tough for me because I'm so much shorter. But anyway.
It's like, you'll see this town get turned around, sweet Spoonie.
And I'm
I'll
sure
start
you'll
this.
do it.
That means you're not going to tell me what to do anymore. Be a performing monkey. I'll go when I feel like going. You seen what it turned out before when you told me what to do and I didn't feel like doing it? Performances were not good.
Absolutely. You work better independently.
Yeah, seems to go that way, Spoonie. But I do thank you for kindly what you've been doing before. But this old girl needs to go grow up now.
All right.
And
Well,
she respects the way that you've been taking care of this dame.
I respect you. I know I saw something special in you. Now, you go impress at this party. I'll see to it. You and I get to be equals. And you get everything you need.
Thank you, Spoonie, honey. Well, I feel better now. Hope you do too.
Absolutely.
Let's begin.
Go get some sleep, Lil.
Will do, Spoonie. You should too. And she will exit.
All right.
She feels a lot better. She got what she wanted, which is what makes Lil happy.
That's a power move. I appreciate it.
I fucking say.
Excuse me. Okay. So the rest of your evening goes fairly uneventfully. And we arrive at the morning.
Wait, so
Alright.
is Gilberta still holding on to all the invitations, or did we each take one here?
Gilberta, did you hand out invitations or did you hold on to them?
I mean, I didn't. I mean, I pulled them out because when I ran, I still had them in my hand when I ran to Kashano.
Right.
Yeah, but did you end up giving? Am I waking up with one in my hand, or do I gotta go find you?
I guess you have to go find me because if you didn't take it, like they're just still in my hand.
Yeah, they're probably just sitting in your room right now.
They're just with me, like.
Yeah. All right.
So Kashano, he wakes up and he realizes he doesn't even know where we're going.
Yeah, it's a shockingly little detail.
But within the city, you know, he's made certain assumptions, and likely in the North Ward, but we don't know. So I suppose he's going to get dressed in his new fineries as dictated by his stylist, Tommy, and do his hair just so, as also dictated by Tommy. He's just going to take his word for it.
Tommy is an incredible stylist consultant.
Yes, he's going to trust him. And he's going to head down and at his door.
Okay.
Gilbertus, nothing happens.
She's not answering your knock.
Knock again.
Nothing happens.
Betty! Betty!
Gilbertus not there, bro.
Where is Gilbert?
She's out at the river staring at the fucking water, wanting to swim so bad she can't stand it.
Okay.
All right.
She's been at the water. She's been by the water like the majority. Like she changed her spells for what she thinks might be useful for deceiving people at a party, and then went and like she's just like poking the water, like.
All right, well, then he's going to, he reaches for the door handle, but then he thinks better of it and goes up to the dining room.
Okay. Up in the dining room, Cookie is preparing custom omelets for everyone.
Nice omelet day.
Omelet day, yeah.
Oh, come on, dude. Don't step on the keyboard.
Omelette.
Damn it, Evie.
It's omelet day. Redan, how are you waking up?
I would have been up, probably one of the first ones up, looking expectantly to the side of my bed for a plate of pastry.
around 6 a.m., Tommy mists under your door and places a plate of cookies next to your bed and then mists back under.
That is wonderful. I'm just packing as many as I can, going downstairs once that's done. But first, looking against the wall for a staff, something a little larger than what a normal staff would be, just something that I could use to assist with walking.
Okay, there's nothing on there. The weapon racks are all currently empty. They're up to you to fill them.
Damn.
I'm sorry, I didn't make that clear last time. I knew it was going to come up again.
All right. Well, it's good to clarify now.
Yeah, no, it was like a place for you to put stuff.
I will go downstairs and start, just take a quick scan, see if there's anything wood staff related on the ground, any tree branches that could work as a staff.
There's some stuff you could probably find outside. Like if you went looking, there's some trees kind of in the area.
Yeah, just something to assist with walking, maybe do a little smacking once or twice. But
oh, sure.
All right, cool. And once it's got that, just making sure I've got them all and doing the morning routine, just warming up.
Oh, yeah. All right, so you see Kashano kind of hunting around for someone. Lilith, you had a bit of a longer night than everyone else. When do you make it downstairs?
She's probably a bit buzzed from the alcohol, so I don't know. Does she wake up with a hangover, or is she still drunk?
Well, you can do a Constitution check and see.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's see. Let's say if it's really bad, she's still drunk. Let's say if it's mid, she's just hungover, and if it's good, she's fine. Awesome.
All right, Lilith. That's pretty decent.
Okay, so she's a little hungover.
She goes downstairs, hand on her head. Oh. And when she sees like the first person, she doesn't care if it's like servant or friend. She's just like, water. I need water now.
Tommy places a water in your snapping hand.
She gives him her thanks. Thank you, Tommy.
Split
Good all.
service.
Wait, I actually have a cup of water.
There you go.
Cheers.
Redan is training outside. Gilberta is down by the river, and Kashano is looking for her. But everyone is getting ready to head out toward the deep for the party. Oh, he's just relaying to you that like everyone is getting ready to have water for the party.
Jobetta's actually gonna walk. She's gonna walk and see what's going on over like inside the keep.
Okay.
She's gonna see if like if the cube is still there and like
And everything is all set up still.
I want to read the fucking invitation.
All right, Jovetta,
Right.
you walk over to the keep. As you walk through the front gates, you can see the goblin crews are working on the guard towers. And as you move in, you see that Calazar is now sitting cross-legged in front of the mage tower, flanked by Squishy and Mr. Squishy.
okay, I'm gonna say Squishy, good morning.
And in the ooze, like the brain and the eyes kind of turn to you. Hello.
Hi, how are you today, Squishy?
I'm okay.
What is he doing?
Who?
What Calazar? What is he doing?
Oh, Calazar. He's studying the tower.
How long has he been doing that?
I'm not very good with time. A while.
Was it dark out when he started?
It was light when he started. And then it was dark, and now it's light again.
Okay, so it's been a minute.
That's how long a minute is. That's good to know.
That's not. I'm Squishy. Ignore that, please. I'm not.
Okay.
I don't have time to teach you about time.
All right, then.
I will, though.
Oh, good. Calazar.
Not right now.
Jobetta's going to teach me about time. Oh, that's probably a bad idea.
Why would that be a bad idea? Learning is amazing. You're here at an academy. You must like learning.
Oh, absolutely. Learning is wonderful. Did you need something?
What are you trying to learn about the Mage Tower?
I'm trying to determine how bad
Is it bad? Have you figured out if it's really bad?
I'm between very and catastrophic. However, the fabric of reality appears to remain intact. And he turns to you and pokes you gently, then nods assuringly, and then returns to his work.
I see. Good enough for me. I'll leave you to it, I suppose.
Yes, I should be hitting a breakthrough any time now.
I have no doubt that you will have some sort of break.
Remember to look out for spiders, particularly in water.
All on the lookout for spiders. Thank you, Calazar.
Water deep's full of them.
What did he say?
I said Waterdeep is full of them.
Oh. Yes, not looking forward to that. Any helpful tips to what? Any helpful tips as we traverse into this Waterdeep party?
I don't know. I'm not very good at social gatherings.
You're not good at anything other than being alone, are you?
I'm good
Not
at,
good. I mean, you're very good at that.
do you have a social disease as well?
That's, I don't trust anyone. So.
Shit.
Oh dear God.
Camera down.
Sorry. Continue.
Anyway,
That's okay. Not trusting anyone is an excellent survival adaptation.
yes, I've learned that over the years. As I began to approach 300, it was something I quite learned quickly.
I myself only trust a small handful of people and or creatures.
Like Squishy.
Yes, like Squishy. The best friend I ever
And-
made in Underdark.
I love Squishy. And I don't know about the other one. What is his name?
Mr. Squishy Face. My basilisk. Best in the show.
I'm just not gonna. I like Squishy. I'm just gonna say that.
Okay.
Right.
That's fine.
Don't destroy the Mage Tower.
Well, it's more likely it might destroy one of us. Unless it animates.
Okay, well, don't let it destroy you.
Well, I hope it doesn't animate.
And,
Anyways. Yes.
Goodbye.
Have fun in Waterdeep.
Of course. Bye,
Tommy,
Squishy.
have you seen Gilberta? I've had a rather restless night. I realize we haven't even seen the invitation.
she's out in the keep. She's
Oh.
pretty still.
Thank you.
Oh, I
Why
don't
don't
know.
you go out there and join this conversation?
Anyways.
But that's like walking away from Calazar after that conversation.
Calazar barely looks at people when they talk to him, so he just kind of continues his brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gilberta's just kind of like, okay.
Yeah, that's
Spotter. Go over there.
sure. Okay, Kushano, you finally tracked it
Kushana. Gilberta.
out. Yes, yes, you are.
It was a long, restless night. Look, did we even read the invitations?
I didn't. Owen Stone appeared and
Where are they?
they're in my room on the desk next to my bed.
May I please read one?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's go.
Great, thank you. He's not even going to wait. He's going to go back in. He has permission. Now he's going to go straight to the room and go.
Oh,
It's like if he,
All right.
I was thinking the whole time, like if he just walked in, he would.
Oh yeah, but you would have been so pissed with him if you
Yeah.
get into your room without telling you.
We had
No,
a
I
close
would've.
conversation
I
last
would've.
night.
Yeah.
So he's trying to honor that.
All right. So does everybody make it back to the tavern for breakfast now?
Yes, and Kushana's sitting there reading this invitation. What does it say?
All right.
Way to go, weak. I didn't think of it last week.
You are cordially invited to the grand opening of a special exhibit hosted by Lord Zalos III.
Zelos?
Yes. This special exhibit is open to only his closest friends and business associates, and a few key members of Waterdeep Society. It is an exclusive event. Please dress accordingly. Food will be available.
What was that last line?
Food will be available.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so it was a grand opening of, I'm sorry, you were a little faint at parts.
Okay.
And grand opening of art exhibit?
A special exhibit.
Special exhibit.
Oh.
We don't know what it was. Okay.
Oh boy.
Now, did Mr. Stone, Gilberta, did Mr. Stone say that it was his boss who was his benefactor who who's hosting this party, or just that he was inviting us to it?
I believe does Jobetta remember exactly what?
What does Jobetta remember?
Jobetta was just shocked that Owen Stone was all of a sudden standing in front of her.
So one could say that you are Jobetta, and that's what you remember.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
like I'm pretty sure he said. I do believe that he said that it was a party thrown by the boss man, and that the boss man wants to meet us.
All right. Does anyone, or actually, do I know anything about Lord Zelos? Because this is weird information. No.
Well, I mean, you can roll it.
I can roll it, but you're going to tell me no matter what.
Wow.
All right, I'll play.
My initial response is
Wow.
no. Oh, wow. Okay, well, with the 21 history, you do know something.
Not awesome.
You do know that Lord Devonian Zelos the second was a despot. He ruled over a swath of the Sword Coast, and he was a cruel and brutal dictator. It was hell living under him. He commanded very fierce legions and was eventually deposed by a group of adventuring mercenaries that the people had pooled together, hired out.
Ooh.
Yes, I do remember that tale. And I tell them the tale of the mercenaries who took down the Lord.
Pirate now?
Gather around.
Wait, are we all in one room?
For a while.
Yeah, you're all in the common area having breakfast.
Okay, so we're all hearing. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Tommy is taking your orders for your custom omelets.
If Zalos the Third is in fact the one hiring us for these things, we may have been right from the beginning to be suspicious. It's possible that he would be planning a coup to take back what he sees as his family birthright. Maybe that's something we want to be involved in. I don't know. It depends on whether we think he'll succeed. But we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Jobetta looks at Kasham and says, well, I know one thing's for sure. There's only one way to find out, and that's to go to a party.
Well, so
Lilith cheers her wine on top of that.
She's back to wine.
She doesn't say it. She just raised her glass from that comment.
It's not take a little long to get back to wine, I feel like.
Rudan's going to look up from his boomstick that he's trying to figure out how it works and say, are we going to be there early so that we can sell and trade?
Yes, as soon as we're all ready to go, I plan we load up the boat and get going.
All right, Rudan stands up and starts loading stuff up. Just walks out.
Yes.
Perfect.
We'll want to take the boat. We don't want to enter the city at the north gate. Here's the thing about the north gates of Waterdeep. It's going to be a lot more heavily patrolled because the North Ward is where most of the aristocracy lives. Now,
that you printed a map.
we will be much better off taking the river down. Allows us to two things. One, the opportunity to stop on the coast before we enter the harbor and unload any sensitive items that we plan to sell. And two, if we're coming into the harbor as a group of noble people, we'll be under much less scrutiny. In the south, in the harbor, they scrutinize cargo more than people, whereas in the north, it's the other way around. Sound good?
So we enter just as we are.
Yes. Well, as you
Easy
are.
enough.
As we've been made up to.
It's like there's like a sadness. You see like a sadness wash over Jobetta.
You gotta ride a boat all the way.
She's sad all of a sudden.
Well, you can swim beside the boat. Just don't get your dress and your hair wet.
See, that's the.
Oh, does Gabelda not like boats?
Well, she prefers to swim, being a sea elf. But if she swims, she's going to ruin her nice getup for the party. So basically being tortured now, riding a boat on the water without going for a swim.
It's gonna be like, look at it, it's everywhere.
I think you'll find a few nice surprises in this trip for yourself, Gebetta, supposing we all survive it.
All right.
I'm so tired of hearing your voice.
What's that?
She's going to be just miserable the entire trip. You really. So, is everyone, Regan, I imagine, is already at the boat getting ready.
Oh yeah, he's ready.
Loading stuff.
At this point, you're familiar with the Goblin workforce. You are basically more involved with them than any other member of the party at this point.
That's fair.
So they direct you to the shipping house.
That's good if you're the quartermaster.
Where the boat is. So storage and shipping. And it is not a big boat. This is just like a little 4-person, like little sailboat.
I'm sorry, what?
That's all you guys have available.
No. This is unacceptable. This can't be the only boat here.
That's all you guys have.
Is it?
You still have to purchase another boat. You have a very nice cart.
It is.
Does this town that we were helping doesn't have any boats?
No, you guys are purchasing a new boat is on the docket, but we have this little boat now.
Woman.
When you say this town, are you referring to the academy?
Yes, town, Camedy. Well, academy, sorry.
All right. I suppose I hadn't thought of it as a town, but
I mean, it kind of is.
it could be.
A lot of people living there. I mean, if you look at it, it's got a lot of amenities.
It's got a lot
I mean,
of
isn't
goblin people living there.
it's got some kind of government system here, does it not?
Well, it's more of an ownership management system. It's more of a business venture and a social institution than a governed town.
I mean,
Okay.
it's the academy. It's a school.
It's a school.
So
It's
What's
also
that?
an outlet for hired problem solvers.
It fits into a lot of boxes. Anyway,
All right.
so is everybody ready to get on the boat and head out? I imagine Lilith has some protests on the boat, but this seems to be her only means of conveyance.
Lilith gets her luggage full of dresses and makeup and stuff, and gets ready to go on the boat.
Just like surrounded you like a fort. The boat is like.
Radan, could you sit towards the front to kind of balance things out?
I will sit towards the front. Lilith, this is unacceptable. And Radan just starts taking luggage and throwing it off.
Oh
No. Do you really?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. There's gotta be a reaction stall or something. Hold on. I think I have something. Sorry, hold on. Let me see. Come on.
we haven't even left and it's already falling
Come
apart.
on. Reaction. Shit, the only reaction I have is hellish rebuke. That's not good. That can't be right.
Oh my god.
Pretty severe reaction for some throwing your look.
Cutting words. Reaction when a creature you can see makes an attack roll.
Do you really want to start this?
Oh my god.
Radan, you started this.
You just hack him or something? I don't know.
Well, if
Fisherman
that's the
looks
case,
down at Yibi. We're going to die out there, you know.
Lilith is going to cast sleep on Radan.
Okay. You're casting.
I'm going to cast sleep on Radan.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
I really hope this boat trip's long so I can get that spell back.
Gilberta is like pissed off, sitting on this like couture pillow that she brought.
Okay.
Okay, how do I use this thing? Do I just, is this it? Oh, shiza. That's long. My
I think
bad.
I roll a wisdom save.
Actually, with sleep, you just roll 5d8s,
Ooh, shit.
and if it is an amount, if the amount on those 5d8s is an amount equal to or more than your health, you go to sleep.
Good luck with that.
Whoa! I'm gonna learn something.
All right,
Well,
you know
why
what?
not? This is a good time to learn how my spells work, actually, rather than in battle.
Absolutely. So if you go on the left side,
What is happening?
you've got
I'm learning how to use spells.
there is a d20 there, and you can click on d8 and then go all the way to 5. And then if you click that, it should roll 5d8s.
Shit. Okay, you know what? I'll figure this out during halftime. Let's just say he does it. You did it for me. Thank you.
I'll just roll your 5d8s. So 21. What is Redan's health?
38.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
not
god.
That's
So is
impossible.
Redan aware that something just happened?
you feel her trying to cast a sleep spell on you.
All right, so I'm assuming that happened mid-throw, so something lands in the water
Yeah. So a suitcase is in the water at this point.
and just turns around, looks her
Oh my-
dead in the eye, and just goes back to luggage.
Oh, jeez.
Verdan, you go fetch my luggage this instant.
You can bring 2.
Is it in the suitcase or just in your hand right now? I mean, is it in the water or is it in your hand?
I'm pretty sure one fell in the water.
One is in the water at this point.
I only brought one.
Oh.
Oh, you said you
Oh.
were surrounded by luggage.
I said I was bringing a luggage.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Oh,
Let's go with it. Let's go with it.
God.
One suitcase get lost. We'll just go with that.
Okay, we'll say there's a pile of them.
All right, we'll move with that. Sorry, my fault. All right, so one case is in the water.
Yeah.
She'll take that suitcase and just eyes Verdan. There you go. Sorry, don't mean to take this one too much time.
Don't worry about it. All right. So I imagine you just prestidigitates it's back to dry.
Oh my gosh. Yes, thank you.
You can do that.
Oh, yeah. Look, prestidigitation has 101 uses. It's the best spell.
I want to yell at whoever's taking us off to grab my suitcase and bring it back to the castle.
Okay. So, a crew of no less than 3 goblins hikes your suitcase up and back to your room.
Thank you. You'll get paid for that.
Fantastic.
Absolutely well.
Can we get going?
With that,
Spoonie will pay you.
so the boat trip is fairly smooth. You make very good time. You're able to make it down to Waterdeep within about 5-6 hours, moving along with the river's current. So
Well,
5 or 6 hours.
Quick.
Yeah.
5 or 6.
Wait.
Okay.
Gilberta says, "What?" She looks at Kashana and she says, "Wait, what do we call you? Like, do we? I mean,
Koshano.
do-
Koshano the
Okay.
cook. Before this is a great time to address this actually. Before we reach the delta completely. To everybody. Say, okay. I've been doing some thinking, for one, in regards to Mr. Zavel. He made attempts to disavow the academy because it was infringing on his ability to operate. I think we should run with that. I move that we resituate him from an HR professional, maybe not the best place for him, to more of a head of espionage and intel. I think that he'll be quite amenable to this. And frankly, I think that we should continue to disavow any relationship to him. So if it should come up, he stayed there at the Crab Shack briefly. That's all we really know of him. He went on his way. He's not associated with the academy. We are completely separate. I think that our reputation in this town is only poor with the grungiest of street gangs. So let's stick with that name. Agreed? Mostly talking
that's
to
fine with
Jabetta and Redan.
I
Very
have
well.
no idea what you're talking about.
So yes, if anyone asks about Zavel, don't know.
I will defer all questions to you.
Actually, we're going to be deferring many of our questions to Gilbetta. I'm going to be hiding a little bit low in many of these situations. I will step forth when there is someone of friendly to talk to, but otherwise, we're going to let her deal with a lot of it. Speaking of which, I think you'll find, Gilbetta, the folks at the trading post quite amenable to dealing with you, more so than they had been with me in the past. So as we pull up there before we enter the harbor, I say you go unload all of our extra goods so we can get a little bit of working capital in case we do have the opportunity to purchase a ship or work on.
Wait, why me? What? Why?
You'll see. Oh, also, and he takes out 10 gold and he hands it to her and he's like, tell them that the messenger is paying his debts and give him these 10 gold. Thank you.
I hate you. I literally hate you.
So the boat arrives at Waterdeep, and as you're kind of ushered to one of the empty docks.
We're stopping at the trading post outside of the...
Oh, you're stopping at the trading post outside?
The Sea Elf trading post.
Oh, I see.
Oh, is it really?
Yes.
That's incredible.
This is one of the reasons I want to take the river. So be sure to sell that tapestry. I think we can get a good coin for it. It's got to be worth at least 1,000.
Oh.
Give you some other things here. What do I have?
Redan reaches into the bag of holding and pulls out those 3 jewel-encrusted teeth.
Ooh.
Says, please sell these for me.
Oh, and here's this animal horn from those things in the Thunder Temple.
Oh yeah, 2 of those as well. I've got 2 daggers he pulls out, gives you one of the...
Oh, wow.
Hold
You
on.
guys got a lot of stuff defense.
Yeah.
Hold on. I gotta take some fucking notes here.
Put it all in your bag.
I'll write it down in Discord here for us.
Tapestry, 3 teeth.
Yeah, so I've got 1 animal horn.
You had 2, right, Redin?
Correct.
All right.
And I think that's really all the shit I have to
Animal.
sell here. Hold on. Let me check my notes.
The orb's not in there.
I
No,
think someone
we left
grabbed
the
a
orb at
couple-
base, right? We're gonna hold on to that orb.
No, yeah, it's you don't. I mean, we haven't talked about it, but it's not there anymore.
Okay, yeah, no, I wasn't planning on selling it. But the tapestry, you've got that.
All right.
And yeah, I think that's all the stuff I've got to sell. I want to keep my piece of dragon.
We still have those spell scrolls. Are we hanging on to those? I don't know.
Oh, we're hanging on to those.
Keeping those just in case.
Well, wait, hold on. I might have one. Wait,
There's still some dragon
you
teeth
have
in
the
your
mend
bag as
cantrip,
well.
right? So here, let me give you this mend cantrip scroll. We don't need that.
Yeah, I have that.
Okay, so mend cantrip scroll.
If it was thaumaturgy, that'd be a different story.
And a fairy fire scroll.
Okay.
Got those?
Yeah.
Mend and fairy fire? Because yeah, I don't need those.
All right. So you've got this pile of self defense. Jovetta, you are the finest dressed sea elf around at this wedding.
So are we like? Is the trading post? Is it like an actual
It is
shop?
It is a place set up along the shoreline. It has a number of different sea elves and traders just doing business out of boats, out of carts, out of stands, all kinds of
It's just
Joe Betta,
outside the
like-
city walls.
Yeah.
Gilbetta? Okay, so Gilbetta, it's been a long time since
Right.
Gilbetta has been on CL.
Right. Other
So
bird type.
So Gilbetta is like losing it.
Okay.
She's like, like, just absolutely ecstatic about
All right.
it. So she runs up to she walks up to whichever one is closest, like the first one that she sees,
Mm-hmm.
and in Elvish, of course, she says, "It's been so long since I have seen other sea elves. This is the most exciting day."
Well, it's a busy day at the post. Come to trading thing.
I've got a whole bunch of stuff.
Just saying,
God.
Redan would have followed you or would have followed you in.
All right.
Oh, okay. I've got a slew of things to trade. Let's see. It's kind of like water. She pulls first out the 3 jewel encrusted teeth.
Okay. Ooh, these are
she's
very
like,
fine.
It's a small portion of what I have to trade.
Very nice. So, how much do you want from?
How much do you want to give me? And I assume this is all in Elvish, by the way.
Yeah. This is all. Well, I can see that these are very fine pieces, but I have a hard time selling them. Not a lot of buyers for this type of thing. So,
But
I could
people
give
bought the
310 gold.
say that again.
I could give you 310 gold.
$330 and we have a deal.
All right, roll a check for that.
What was this for?
This is to barter. So,
No, what is she selling right now?
the teeth.
The teeth.
But you don't even know because it's all in Elven.
I'm still on the boat. I'm not walking in there.
You're on the boat under a blanket.
I don't want anyone over there to recognize me.
Under a blanket. Let's see, what am I rolling right
Put
now?
up,
You are
Persuasion,
rolling
I guess?
a persuasion check.
put up, color popped.
Well, that's a 21.
21? Okay. Yeah, I'll give you a
Yep.
334.
Okay. All right. So that is trying to get back to my notes page here.
Okay.
Keep track of all this shit. All right. So that's for all 3 of them, right?
Absolutely.
So then I'll say, all right. And I've also got these, and I'll pull out the 3 Drake horns.
3 Drake horns? Okay.
Or the whatever, yeah.
So for the Drake horns, he says he will pay 22 gold each.
How much each?
22 gold each.
What is it a man? Is it a male?
Yes. This is
Okay. Wow, sir. These were extracted directly by me and my ruffians. That's all they are to me.
And keep in mind, everyone is very finely dressed right now. So he kind of like looks at it.
yeah, I know. But I'm like,
She's got high
when he
standards.
does that, I say, I say yes, I know, but personality-wise, I mean, you don't have to be always charming to be a noble. I mean, let's be honest.
I understand, sea sister, but these are not dragon horns.
No, they aren't. Give 30 apiece.
All right, throw that persuasion.
Javetta's not trying to, like, you know. She's not trying to push her luck. She just wants to, like.
He says, I'm sorry, 22 is the most I can offer.
Nah, yeah.
Well, she's not even like, oh, they shoot lightning, by the way.
Do you want some assistance?
No. It's not. I mean, look.
Yeah,
That's-
That was just so flat and blunt right there. That was too funny.
Look. We'll get what we get, and you know we'll deal with it.
Okay.
No, just offering.
Does that exchange happen in character? Is what
I don't even. If she.
Oh
is she
no,
standing there?
no! I was asking literally.
Okay.
Sorry. That would have been funny though.
Go on. Next piece.
All right. So then the scrolls.
Okay. Scrolls.
And I'll pull those out.
All right. The scrolls. Takes a quick look at those. He says, yes. Which is the first one that you show him? Is the cantrip or the first level spell?
It'll be the mending.
The mending? Okay, so for the mending
the
scroll, he says, I will give you 46 gold pieces.
How many?
46.
And then, so before I say anything else, I'll show him the fairy fire scroll.
Okay. The fairy fire scroll says, I'll give you 62.
How much?
62.
Oh, 62. What's this guy want to do? At least he's doing it in even numbers, not odd numbers.
That's just what I'm rolling, so it's good.
That's just like, okay.
So?
That. What? These are fine spells. Would anyone like to have? 150 for both.
150 for both. Throw that persuasion.
I'm
You
getting
don't get
worse and worse. My rolls are just
your elvish starts to break and you slip into arguing in common.
yeah. That or even
They're
worse, like
flustered.
I start speaking in Dwarvish.
Yeah. Oh, which is even worse.
My gosh, that's like rolling a 1.
Yeah, no, like Dwarvish,
Yeah.
Dwarvish, you start to get looks from the other CL.
Because Jobetta does know Dwarvish for the
Yeah.
record,
No, she would. Grew up around dwarves, which is like elfin heresy, but
all right. So Jobetta's gonna say, let's see, we got. Are we? So you put the things in the list, and I look at Rodan and I say, "Are you wanting to sell the baton?
The what?
The what?
The baton, the things."
the boomstick.
Only one.
One, okay, one.
Yeah, he's
One
got a couple.
stick.
The sea elf takes one look at that, shakes his head a lot, and actually begins to walk away.
What?
Something wrong with it?
I throw that back at Radon and I say, "Good sir." What? Good sir, come back here.
He's like, nope. Bye. Dives into the ocean and swims away.
That's such a Jobetta move. I love that. These are truly my people.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I look at Radon and I say, well, that was interesting.
Keep in mind,
We're not selling those.
you receive these weapons from the Black Network,
Mm-hmm.
and they're likely not common.
Oh yeah, I wanted to see what. I mean, I want to see what you do. I mean, there's people everywhere selling shit.
Yeah.
So.
All right, well, that goes back in the bag.
That one goes back.
Right, yeah.
Do that again.
Hopefully that
Put that
doesn't
shit up.
spread around town.
Well, if he swam away, like.
Yeah.
Oh, where do you think he went? God damn it.
Kashano, you don't know this, so Kashano can't forget about it.
I just
I
saw.
was watching.
saw
I don't know why he. I don't know why
book it off into the ocean.
Yes. I don't know why he swam away, but I did see the guy just fuck off straight into the so I'm like,
It's all right.
I turn over to Lily.
We're done. If Kashano asks about this, just follow my lead, okay?
I turn over to Lily. It's starting to look like there's a definite possibility shit could go very poorly for us on this trip. I'd like to know,
Anyway.
as of your plans, if things do go very poorly, would you prefer that we extract you as a member of the team, or that we let you go about your business in Waterdeep and cut ties?
Ooh. Ooh.
While you're thinking about it, back to Gilberto.
All right. So what else are you gonna sell?
Ooh.
You gotta find another person to sell to now.
Yeah, so I walk up to, this time I want to find a female. Is there a female?
There is a
vendor?
female. She has a collection of seafaring jewelry at her stand. And she does it.
Oh my gosh. Does she have a net?
She does. She has kind of netted chest piece for like a low cut dress, so it kind of gives you that netted thing across the chest, and it's decorated with a variety of kind of luminescent shells.
Joanna walks up.
It's
and
some Etsy type shit. Like it's.
She doesn't give a fuck. She doesn't give a fuck if Radon is following her. She doesn't care if he exists at this point.
She's forgotten
She
about
sees
everything.
that, and she goes over and she says, "That's not a bad piece you have."
Thank you. I make them all myself.
You do. Incredible. It's been so long since I've been around sea elves. It's so nice to be surrounded by like-minded people.
Yes. So would you
How
like
much
it?
for that piece?
For that one, well, I'm accepting trades for it. Have you got anything?
Trades, yes. Wait, did I exchange money and scrolls with that other guy before he fucked off
Got
into the ocean?
Yeah. The other stuff you were trading with him, you traded. But as soon as you
Okay.
put Baton out, he was gone.
Okay. Let's see. Let me look in my bag and see what I actually have.
Well, if you haven't got any items to trade, you can have the piece for 20 gold pieces.
It's how much?
20 gold pieces.
I'll take it.
Very well.
Yes. You said there was jewelry there.
Yeah. Bracelets and necklaces. And that kind of
Is there any really?
Joanna,
Oh, go for it.
while he's doing whatever he's doing, Joanna literally is just standing there for the next 5 minutes, holding this up to her,
It's like having a little pageant.
Yeah.
All
Are
right.
there any simple, just maybe a single pearl or some sort of necklace?
Absolutely. There is a single black pearl necklace.
Check out the magical.
That would be out of my realm of abilities. How much is this single black pearl necklace?
The single black pearl necklace, it is quite large. It's about the size of one of those big jawbreakers.
Oh,
God.
So this is out of my realm of purchasing. Just
It's not necessarily out of the realm of purchasing. Let's see how much it comes to.
I currently have 11 gold.
It's probably going to be more than that. But to be fair, I believe you took on the role of the quartermaster, so you should technically be managing the finances.
Yeah.
Are
you're
you
gonna be
stealthy?
You're going to be managing the company coffers. Should be being
Oh, yeah.
trusted with.
Oh, I mean, I'm writing it down, and then I'm like writing down how much it is, and then I'm like handing it to Radon, like as
Leave the goal with the hardest guy to knock out.
I got a running total.
That's
Yeah, I do
66 gold pieces for this necklace.
Is there
how
anything
many?
nice-ish for 11 gold?
Nice-ish for 11 gold. There is a small single pearl ring.
So I assume they're having a conversation about this necklace
Yeah.
in order for him to know the price of it.
Are you speaking in common, or what is Radan speaking?
He would be speaking common.
Okay, he's speaking common. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you would be aware of this, Gilbetta, as soon as you snapped out of your tangent.
Yeah, yeah. Because she kind of comes back and she's like, Radon, what would you want that necklace for?
I feel bad for throwing Lilith's bag in the water. So then he goes back to look at this ring and he looks at the merchant and says, "Is this a fair price?"
It is a fair price. I will give it to you for 8 gold pieces. It was made myself.
Wait,
The band itself is actually made out of coral. I hewn it, and it grew around the pearl. Holds it in place.
I will take it.
oh my gosh, I love this chick.
Yeah.
Gilbetta's
So
like,
exchange gold
Okay.
for little bauble ring.
Very well.
babbles. Gilbetta says, I've actually got something I'm quite interested to trade with you as well.
What is it?
And she pulls the fucking tapestry, this big ass
goodness.
tapestry out.
That's enormous.
Radan
It
looks
is.
at Gilbetta and says, "Is this the correct place? Perhaps we can sell it at a more at a different facility, somewhere more
This
specific."
woman has given us business already. I say that we see what she can do with it.
I could pay
She
you.
clearly has fine taste.
I could pay you 350 gold. That's all I have.
I feel like
Can't
if
do
we
that,
bring this
sorry.
to a specific merchant, we might fetch a better price.
Yeah, like you got to keep in mind, like this is a tapestry that is worth thousands of gold. Not everybody's gonna have that kind of money.
Which is why I just said I can't do it.
All right.
I do, however. Does she have like just a plain net, like as a weapon net?
Just I don't sell any weapons. Only jewelry.
What?
I don't sell weapons. Only jewelry.
Okay.
Actually,
All
purpose that net that you're wearing there from something I found on a whale I met while I was swimming around.
What?
Oh, a whale was
I
tied. I took some pieces off. I repurposed that as that piece that you're wearing now.
I love this blade. Gilbetta's just like, she's just so happy. She's like, okay, this is amazing. She says, what is your name?
Oh, my name is. Oh God, what is her name? Fuck. Okay. Felicity.
Beautiful. I am sure I will be back.
Very well.
Now, can you point me in the direction of someone that might be able to take on the full worth of this tapestry?
Well, you likely won't find them here. You might want to get into the city and head to the castle ward. Perhaps you'll find a noble there.
Perfect. What about a weapons dealer
Weapon dealer?
in this?
Dock ward or sea ward? We try not to
So
sell
none of the
too many
CLs
weapons.
here have any weepons of any sort? Okay.
Nah, she kind of looks around. She's like, not anybody you should be talking to.
Interesting. Let's see. Have I sold everything that I have, minus the tapestry? I think I've sold everything that we have on the tapestry.
All right.
I'm gonna say thank you for this lovely piece. As soon as I get a chance, I cannot wait to try it on with my full ensemble.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Be sure to let everyone know when you got it.
Yes, of course I will. I'll tell I don't like shutting up about the sea things.
Good, good.
And look at Radonna. So do you have anything else that you wanted to sell?
I do not.
Okay.
There we go.
I am gonna kind of just like look around. I mean, yeah, Gilberto's just gonna kind of like aimlessly window shop
Okay.
and walk kind of up and down this like.
As Lily had time to think about
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're switching up? Okay.
Oh yeah, no, while she window shops, the rest of you guys can do things.
Okay. So she looks at Koshano. She smiles and say, neither of those options, Koshano. As one of the now administrators of the academy, you need to make sure this job does not fail and ensure my safety and that I get back to the academy as one who has hired you to do this job now. Smiling.
choice of words.
Wow.
I'm having way too much fun. I'm so sorry.
No, this is great.
She fucking
How,
thinks.
how precisely do you justify your claim of an administrator of the Avalon Knights Academy?
Oh, equal standing to Spoonie and Cookie.
Equal standing to Spoonie and Cookie. Okay. Well, Cookie is mostly an advisor and caretaker at this point, and Spoonie is an abdicator of his position. So I'm not quite sure how you think equal to them makes you.
Should have done more research.
Damn, that's a mic drop moment.
I should have asked who was in charge. I thought.
Oh damn.
It's us, bitch. It's us.
Well, now Lilith will go and open a bottle and just put her
She's like, well, shit.
pretty much.
So now that we've cleared that up,
So, Redan, are you keeping track of Gilbetta, or are you heading back?
Radan would be following about 5 feet behind Gilbetta,
Okay.
looking semi-inconspicuous, just following her around, watching over.
All right.
Yeah, Gilbetta's just looking for. She's looking for like an actual net that she can use like as a weapon. As she,
Sure. There are people selling nets, so you can get a net for 10 copper pieces.
Doing it. Done.
All right.
If you
Okay,
could
wait.
also try selling those 2 daggers as well for whatever pittance they come up to.
All right.
been waiting to bust this out on camera.
Gilbetta's like,
About this family.
Everybody's just like, where the fuck did she go? Fucking net.
I finally got the net.
Okay, so
Awesome. That's awesome.
the net guy will buy your 2 daggers, and he'll buy the daggers for 5 gold pieces each. Or 5 copper. So they're just daggers. All right. And we return back to the boat with how Lilith processes this now and how they're going to do if things go south on this job.
Now that
All
we've
right.
cleared that up, I would like to. We are offering you a position at the academy. We'll have to have some discussion about what position exactly that is, aside from your already agreed upon performance varieties, but I need to know whether or not you intend to make a commitment, and as I said, would like to be considered one of the team in this particular mission. Or would you prefer to make your fortune in the City of Splendors?
Lilith will take another swig and be like, well, currently I'll just stick with you, seeing as I don't know my other plans at the moment.
Fair enough. Please let me know if your feelings change.
And that is how Lilith's pre-gaming starts before she arrives to the event. So,
Excellent.
DM, she will be arriving drunk.
Excellent.
The event's not till tomorrow, right?
Well,
No,
yeah,
not.
the party's not till tomorrow, so you're
Oh,
gonna have a night in town. So
Huh.
you'll have a little bit of time.
Kashano's sure
You guys
as fuck's
gonna-
not going to be in town.
He'll be somewhere.
I don't know,
Right.
he's feeling unusually competent,
He's
seeming to be the only one who even knew what to expect at this point. So as he looks at
Shit.
the
Kashano's gold. Oh, before I come back, I do the thing with Kashano's 10 gold pieces.
okay. Oh yeah. good thing. All right. That happens. You get a knowing nod.
And I'm like, is that, we good?
We are good.
Okay. And she just walks away. Like, okay. Interesting.
As Redan and Gilbetta are walking back to the boat, Redan would like to just catch up to her slowly and mention maybe we should consider giving the tapestry as a gift to Lord Zalon.
We
to
can
gain
look at
favor.
that. I don't know how well Kashano is going to go for that plan.
Or if there's anyone else you would like to curry favor with.
We'll just kind of have to see. We're not going to sell it yet, so we kind of will just play that by ear and see what events unfold. We'll see what I don't know how Kashano's going to go about that. He really wants that fucking money.
I also really want that fucking money.
We'll see.
All right. So you guys make your way back to the boat. Kashano is
And
waiting there with
Gilbetta-
Lilith.
When she walks back, she's like,
Set.
like, she's wearing it like as a cape, basically,
Nice.
over top of her.
As a
already
fashion statement
fantastic.
at this point.
Yes.
Nice. All right.
All right.
And then we
How long
walk
were you
back and
guys
I say,
out?
Kashano.
They were out for about, I'm going to say, 15 to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not enough to get. That's not enough for the alcohol to kick in. All right.
Yeah, that's just a
Did you
little.
find anyone to purchase the tapestry? I'm concerned because the first guy you talked to is the only one who would have bought it, but I didn't see you pull it out before he jumped into the river. So did you sell it?
Oh, nope. Razan had an idea though. I bought a net. Look.
Very nice.
And look at this armor piece. And I pull out the thing that I bought from
the
The
neck
lady.
piece.
the neck. Yeah.
Is it functional or just pretty?
Are you functional or just pretty?
We'll see.
You can play that game, Kashano.
I'm just asking. I want to know. Jeez. Touchy. I think you'd be a bit more relaxed being amongst your own people.
So as you guys are talking, you kind of move the boat out and start making your way into the docks, and you have a kind of escort.
What was Redan's idea?
What was her dad?
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah. I told him Razan had an idea. I didn't tell him what it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll
All right,
fill
whatever.
him in, Rodan.
Oh.
Go ahead, whatever.
I don't know if you guys are talking up as we're rowing or what.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I mentioned to Gilbetta that if there's anyone you need to gain favor with, the tapestry could be a very good way to do so. Nobles like these things.
Oh, come in with a gift when you go to a party.
Indeed.
I had
That makes sense.
to purchase a gift in town. It's a rather valuable.
It's a very good tapestry.
We
Joe
were
Betta
going
looks at Rodan and
that
says,
money
I told
towards
you so.
we were going to put that money towards the library repairs.
Gilbetta said you would like that fucking money, as would I.
Yes. However,
Very good gift.
it is a much rarer antiquity than we're likely to find within the city. It could be worth
And
the expense.
depending on who we gain favor with, it could mean enough money for more money than this could actually be worth in the long run.
Indeed.
So
I'm in favor.
as the boat arrives at the docks, you're kind of ushered into a small section where you can park your tiny boat, and waiting for you at the end of the docks is Owen Stone.
Oh, fantastic.
He adjusts his round glasses and just stands there at attention holding his bag, and he pulls a watch out of his pocket and takes a look at it and puts it back in. You've arrived
We have. Thank you.
a bit later than I expected.
My apologies.
Well, we
some
had to
business attend to.
prepare things, of course,
Yes,
proper clothing and all that.
of course. My client has arranged for special accommodations for the four of you. He is pleased that you've chosen to accept his invitation.
Just to clarify something, because I was not involved in the conversation, is your client the host of this event?
Yes, he is.
Okay,
I told you that.
very good. I just wanted to be clear on names when we are presented.
Mr. Zelos is very busy. He may not even end up attending. If he does, he is eager to meet you. But we must be on our way. Your accommodations are waiting. I've arranged for a carriage to take us into the castle district.
Very good. Might I inquire, while we're on the ride here, as to some of the other invited attendees to this get-together?
I don't have the guest list in front of me, but I could provide it to you if you wish.
That would be most appreciated. We just want to be prepared to pay the proper respects, you understand?
Be most dope.
Dope indeed.
Yes, it would be a good idea to be on your best behavior. I can see you've come at least properly dressed.
Very much, yes.
So he leads you guys kind of up through the streets to a section of road. What's up?
Someone needs to pick up Lilith. She's drunk.
Oh.
That'll be my job.
Yeah,
like
that's
over
what
the
I'm
shoulder, yeah.
Oh, God.
The tail swaying.
As you guys are walking, she's just like singing random shenanigans that slurs, doesn't even make any sense. Oh, yes.
Any chance you can carry her in a more upright fashion? This is not looking good so far.
I look at Owen Stone and I say, she's new.
This is so much fun.
My apologies. She's actually a very skilled entertainer.
Yes, she is.
Have you heard of Lilith Singer?
Yes, absolutely. Very good.
There you are.
I'm the best dance singer.
Indeed, she is. The carriages are this way.
Thank you.
Thanks.
He leads you up to the very nice kind of opulent carriages. They're decorated with some gold and silver inlay, and ushers you in. And there's room for two of you in each one.
Oh, okay. Is no opportunity to ride with him?
He is riding in a separate one.
Right. Well, I suppose me. Oh, fuck, Yeeby's with us. We always forget about you.
Damn it.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yevie can probably ride on somebody's lap.
You can ride. Yeevy
Yeah.
can ride with me. Kashano's just going to get into one quickly.
Okay.
Is
All right,
there
Kashano is already in a carriage. Who's going where?
is there space for Redan to sit outside of this?
No, not on this one.
Mm,
You're not
Are
positive.
they all
that-
the same?
Yeah, there's
What
two
are
of them. They are the same.
all right,
I get
Redan
into
gets in
the one,
back.
not the one that Kashano got into.
Okay.
After our heart-to-heart, you still have all this animosity.
All right.
Well, listen. We still have very different personalities. We will still always fight, even when.
All right.
Um,
So, Redan, where will you place Lilith then?
She's asleep right now. She
Yeah.
passed out.
In with Gilbetta.
Okay.
I imagine. All right.
So
Wait,
you'll
hold on,
get
you tossed
into
her
Kashano?
into
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Stones of Farspeak. We
Okay.
have a three-way call.
Okay.
Then we left one with Cookie. I have one, and Gilbetta has one.
Okay.
Yep.
Also, Kashano doesn't keep all of his gold in his gold pouch when he's coming into the city. He's got 50 in this boot, 50 in that boot, some cash over here, some cash over there. He's got
Different
about
sections all over.
all
Yeah.
over different.
Smart.
The man is a
He
wallet.
knows what the fuck he's doing.
I mean, it's Kashano, so.
That's smart
All right.
traveling.
It's the one place in the world where he is competent.
All right. So it's a fairly quiet ride as they take you up through the streets of the city. You move up through, you walk through the dock ward, and then once you've made it to the trade ward and the ward, you make your way, through the south ward and the trade ward. You make your way up to the castle ward, and you make it up to this kind of very nice estate house. And stops there, and Mr. Owen Stone meets you outside, knocks on the door, and says, "We've arrived."
Kashano's been watching out the windows the whole time to make sure he knows where we're going, where we are.
As would Redan.
And he knows exactly where we are.
You know exactly where you are, but it's not an area of the city that you frequent.
Not an area of the city I've been able to get into much. Where exactly am I?
You are deep in the castle district.
Okay.
And you are a bit aghast at this point, because growing up in this area, this is the rich neighborhood that you weren't allowed to go into.
On my way in a couple times, but never for any significant amount of time.
Yeah, like only times you've ever been here, you've had to watch out for somebody finding you and throwing you out. So
What else is new?
welcome here is a different experience for you.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, he's going to hop on out and quickly follow after Mr. Stone.
Okay. Mr. Stone hands you a set of keys and says you have access to the entire guest house. There is rooms for all four of your party. You can stay here until we send the carriages for you to enter the party.
Fantastic. Quick question on how you phrase that. Is there any objection to us coming and going as we please while we stay?
You may do as you wish.
Just wanted to be sure on protocol here. Thank you. We will see you in the morning.
You said guest house. Are there other guests in this guest house?
No, not currently.
May I inquire as to who is the lord of this manor, if you will?
This is Lord Zelos' guest house.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let him go about his way.
And he takes his leave.
All right.
Um,
Redan, could you toss Lily in a room to sleep it off?
Indeed.
Princess Carrie or over the shoulder?
Princess Carrie this time. But he takes that little bauble ring and slips it into a pocket.
Oh,
Same thing.
okay. So the ring slips into the pocket. Redan, when you arrive inside, you see there are 3 gift baskets kind of laid on a table in the foyer. One is a kind of cookie bouquet, and the other one is a basket of fruits, and the other one is a selection of fine cheeses that have been put together as welcome things for you guys. I can't hear you, man.
Lovely.
You're silent.
Oh, pardon me.
Yeah.
The cookie one goes specifically into my own personal backpack,
Yeah,
and the other two
it's
remain.
just like, well, there were only 2. All right.
Sounds about right.
Kushano's going to do a once around investigation of the place to see if anything seems out of order. Obviously, he's not quite skilled at sensing arcane shit, but he's just gonna see if this is a surveilled area.
Okay.
Redan would also be doing that after he drops Lily off.
All right. So Lilith is dropped off in a room. Redan and Kushano are going to check the house over. Gilbetta, what are you going to do?
Jabella's gonna eat some cheese and then pick out her room.
All right. The rooms are finally appointed. You feel very at home in these surroundings, Gilbetta. This is
I imagine.
This
Oh, I
is a
imagine.
Lord's guest house, so it's just like beautiful.
Gilbetta is like, finally.
So the way this house is set up is, as you enter in, there's a foyer area with the table with the baskets laid out on. Once you get past the foyer, there is a spiral staircase leading up to the upper accommodations. To the left side is a sitting room with a fireplace, and to the right side there is a large dining room. Just beyond the dining room area, there is a kitchen as well. If you move into the kitchen, you can see that there is a team of servants operating within there, and they greet you.
Well, there's the surveillance system.
Definitely,
They say,
definitely
"We are-
gonna check out the kitchen.
We are Lord Zelos's guest house servants. We are at your service. If you require anything, please let us know."
Gilbetta, pleased to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well. Any guests of Lord Zelos are lords to us.
How very.
When Kushano comes upon these servants, he's going to
duteous of you.
he's going to ask a whole lot of questions about where might one go and find such and such kind of items, and a lot of touristy questions to create the impression that he's unfamiliar with what.
Okay, they provide answers, and they assist you as best they can throughout.
Oh, fantastic.
All right, Redan, are you going to make an investigation check for this for the house?
Absolutely.
Kushano didn't find anything with the 7.
No. Once he discovered the servants, he's like, oh shit, we're being watched. Nobody's saying.
Lilith, are you awake?
No, I was gonna say while Lilith's passed out, I'm gonna go walk the dog for a little bit.
Okay, go for
To
it.
go again. All right, so this kind of works out actually with her passing out.
Perfect.
Redan
I'll
is
try to
looking,
come back soon. Just give me like a 5 minutes or something.
Okay.
Redan is specifically looking for safety, security, exits, entrances.
Okay, I'm
You notice that there are wards placed at the front and back entrances with spells of alarm. But you're not sure as to the origin.
Okay.
You also notice that there is a painting in the sitting room above the fireplace, an enormous painting. It is an image of a man sitting on a throne surrounded by just basically suffering. And it's just flames in the background, people pawing at the throne, covered in blood.
Okay. He looks at this and goes,
Yeah, no, it is titled Lord Devonian the Second.
okay.
Lord Devonian Zelos the Second. And the eyes kind of follow you around the room.
Cool.
Okay.
Sean's going to go to his room and settle his things, and he's going to leave his things there, but nothing important. just going to leave a few things there to make it seem as if he's settled in. So, perhaps a change of clothes or such.
Okay. But other than that, you don't find anything unusual in your investigation of the house besides those.
All right. As soon as Radon has done his sweep, he would go and look for Kashano and just let him know what happened, what he found, especially that painting and the alarm spells.
Okay.
Krishano's going to say, oh, well, I'm sure I'm glad to hear that our host is taking such great care of our security.
My God.
I am not sure that's what that is about.
I'm quite sure it is. Dan, hey, have you ever been to Waterdeep? I got some great recommendations from the staff.
I have not been to Waterdeep.
Perhaps we should go see this wonderful, world-renowned city.
I agree. I am interested to know what is here.
I'll go find Gilbetta, go knock on the door of Gilbetta.
Okay.
Gilbetta, have you been to Waterdeep?
Gilbetta, wait, no, hold on. Gilbetta opens the door and she's like, yes. Because she is so in tune with this lavish living.
She's having the best time right now.
Yes. What do you require?
Enjoying Waterdeep?
Finally, I'm in a place I deserve.
How would you like to go see some of what this city truly has to offer?
Would that include a trip to the Temple of Saloon?
Perhaps in the evening time?
It's getting there. It took you guys about 6 hours to get here.
So what do you say, Ian?
This is all right. Let's go.
All right, let's leave one of the stones.
She looks
on Lily's passed out
longingly
body.
at this nice room. I don't want to leave, but okay.
We're gonna leave one of the stones of Far Speak on Lily's passed out body, so
Okay.
she knows when she gets up.
Radon would have left a note beside her as well, saying where people had gone.
All right. So she's abreast of what's happened. All right.
And we're
Yeah.
going to. I am going to lead the team over to the yawning portal,
Very well.
and we can travel twice as fast as normal.
Absolutely. So you can make your way to the yawning portal, and we will get to the yawning portal when we come back from our break.
Fantastic. Guys, yeah, stay tuned for the break. We've got a couple new videos. We've got a video from Puck telling us about a little bit more about how the Avalon Knights Academy came to be. And we also have a video from the channel of one of our newest players,
One of the warlocks.
one of the warlocks. So yeah, we've got some stuff for you to watch while we're on break now. Enjoy.
You might say there's too many of them.
Dropping puns.
In the Sword Coast, northeast of Waterdeep,
Oh God.
just on the shores of the Desserin River, just across the way from Golden Fields, there rests a lonely keep. Its residents, an adventuring party, long since given up the life, and taken it upon themselves to bring in the next generation, to teach them and give them their best chance to survive a life of raiding dungeons and slaying dragons. Welcome to the Avalon Knights Adventuring Academy. Table tales, let's roll some dice on table tales. Woo! Now, this was a couple years back. I was running a game store, and I was absolutely in love with Dungeons & Dragons. I'd been playing quite some time with my friends, and I was looking for a way to introduce an event into the store that would be consistent and be really accessible for new players. I knew about Adventurers League, but I wasn't crazy about it because, for one, I've never heard anybody talk about it outside of hearing that I could run it in my store. And two, it didn't seem like the friendliest way to get new players into the game. So one day I was at an RPG event, and they were hosting this massive Pathfinder Society event. It was the craziest thing I'd ever seen. There were multiple tables all running different parts of the same adventure, and the outcomes at certain tables would affect the outcomes at other tables. It was nuts. I loved it. I was looking at that and I was like, okay, if I'm running Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition at my store, it needs to be an organization like this. But it also has to be something to bring new players in. So that got me to thinking. First thing we had to figure out was what we wanted to do with our Dungeons & Dragons event. What were our goals? So for me, the thing I wanted to do most was, number one, introduce new players to the game. Number two, keep them coming back. And number three, create an organization that exists both in and out of world for them to be excited to be a part of. Now, this didn't exist, as far as my knowledge, in Dungeons & Dragons at the time. Pathfinder Society has this down in spades, because Pathfinder Society is a real group that you can join, but it's also a real group in world. And because of that, people are committed to it. It's part of their world. It's part of their life. So I wanted to bring that to Dungeons & Dragons. And the reason that we decided to move it into a school setting, because we decided we had to make it a school, was because the moment you make it a school, it changes the dynamic for new players. Like it or not, Dungeons & Dragons is kind of... it's a little scary if you're a new player. You're coming to a table on a game that, you know, the rulebook is large, you assume everybody there knows how to play, and you don't want to be the noob. And I get that for new players. I sympathize with it. But if you make it a school, the dynamic changes right away. Everybody's there to learn. Everybody comes to a school to learn. So you're not so much afraid of being the noob, you're there for first lessons. And I gave, you know, experienced players the opportunity to skip the first lessons. But so we had what we wanted to accomplish with the school and the event. So the next thing was, what do we want to accomplish with the lessons? So I decided we would use a 3-lesson structure. We would use lesson 1 would be combat. Simple basics, you know, one-on-one combat, initiative, movement, actions, what you can and can't do, how freeform you can get with it. The second lesson, I wanted to make role play. So we set up a role play scenario for it. Just get in, learn how your character can interact with the world, with NPCs, how you can interact with each other, and just kind of like think out and talk out and solve problems that way. And then the last one was kind of a trial dungeon run, where they would learn about traps, learn about enemies, and there was a little bit of lore building for the world. At the end of the day, when we finally conceived of everything and started running it in the store, it was a huge success. People were raving, we were getting reviews online that people really enjoyed the environment of coming in as a new player. I had so many people roll their first D20s with me in this event, and it was an incredible experience to have, and I always look back on it fondly. The world we created with it, there was you know, massive keep, and the keep had all kinds of facilities. By the time we rolled the players into regular modules, they'd have support from the school, so they always had a home base to go back to. And I think that's a key component that's missing in D&D. And I keep coming back to this idea because I firmly believe that if there was something like this integrated into Adventurers League, it would be infinitely more successful. Because if you give players that home base, that's something to be a part of, because everybody wants to be a part of something, it builds value for them in that story and in that world. I mean, they have like the Harpers and like the Silver Gauntlet and all that kind of stuff, but nobody cares about those organizations. I'm sorry, Wizards. Nobody cares at all. But if you give them something to be a part of that's fun and interesting and dynamic, then they'll want to keep coming back for more. And we really proved that with this event, and I loved every part of running it. And I had so much fun with my players and a lot of interesting stories. And yeah, that's how I brought dozens and dozens of new players into Dungeons & Dragons with the Avalon Knights Adventurers Academy. I'd like to make another video about this where I go into how we broke down each of the lessons and exactly how they ran. And if you guys would like to see that, please let me know, and like and subscribe to the videos, and always be sure to check out our streams on Twitch. I run a game on Sunday nights starting at 4 o'clock Mountain Time or 6 o'clock Eastern Time, and another game on Mondays starting a little bit later. So be sure to check us out on Twitch /Mercs of Mischief. Till then, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
All right. Welcome back. We return now to a game of Mercs of Mischief, already in progress. When last we left our heroes, they had arrived at opulent accommodations provided by one Lord Devonian Zelos III. And then Kashano has decided to treat Gilbetta and Redan to a night on the town, to the famous Yawning Portal.
And as we're walking, have either of you...
While Lilith sleeps in her room.
So once we get out and start heading down the Street of Silver, get to the end of the block, at least, I'm going to mention we should probably take care with how much we discuss inside that house. I'm quite sure that those servants are listening with what Redan told me about the... We need to prevent the appearance that we are not suspicious of anything. We're simply responding to an invitation.
Indeed.
That aside, have either of you ever heard of the Yawning Portal?
No.
Heard of it. Never been.
Have you been to Waterdeep?
I have been to Waterdeep.
Oh, all right.
But
How much time
not-
did you spend?
Not much.
Well,
Not much at all.
the Yawning Portal. Don't be fooled by its appearances. Now, it has in this day become somewhat of a, I don't know, glamorized version of the adventuring life. It's basically the fucking Planet Hollywood of D&D world. But it has a very storied and prestigious history. Are you familiar with Undermountain? It's a section of the Underdeep contained underneath Waterdeep Mountain. So beneath this city lies a great an entrance to the entire Underdeep tunnels, basically. But specifically down there, it's over the years been colonized by a bunch of miscreants, if you will. The first of which was Durnan, the founder of the Yawning Portal, who built a pub over the entrance to Undermountain. He invited anyone to go ahead and try their hand at taking it. In the early days, it was a death trap, quite frankly. But over the years, as more of it became cleared out, it kind of just became a homeless settlement of sorts. There's still quite a bit of danger, but no more danger than living in the streets and risking running across the guards. So you'll probably find it a bit, what's the word? Corny as upon entering, but don't be fooled. There's a lot.
Down we go.
Goodness.
There's quite a bit of value to be had in the Yawning Portal. The coin flies around this city quite madly, but don't be fooled. The true currency around here is information. And so I'd advise you not to give any up without getting something of great value in return.
I understand. I will not give anything.
Fantastic. And I suppose we're arriving by now?
Yes, you guys are arriving at the Yawning Portal. Now, the building itself encompasses this entrance, and the entrance itself was the top of a mage tower that had sunk into the earth, and then eventually opened up into the Underdark beneath it. So once you open the door and come inside, Durnan, seeing Kashano, first thing he says, I don't have any open positions. It's a seasonal gig. It's not the season.
Durnan, give me a little credit. I've moved up in the world.
Whose suit is that?
It's mine. Oh, you haven't changed a bit. These are my new colleagues, Gilbetta and Redan. This is the infamous Durnan.
How's it going?
How are you today, fine sir?
Everything's all right?
Fantastic.
So the place it's a fairly it's okay laid out kind of bar. Like, it's not a fancy place. And then you can see in the center of the room, there's this massive kind of cobblestone ring around this just black hole leading downward. And there's a bucket that it's like you can ride the bucket down.
Interesting.
So I'm gonna let's say Durnan. I was actually hoping to get some information about a few things. Is there any place we could talk outside of prying ears?
All right. Come on, let's go to the private room.
Come on, guys.
So he takes you guys into the private room.
Is
Like
it
what?
a private room? Little private room?
Yeah, it's a little private room. Just a little one. He says, I don't have a lot of time, Kashano. What do you want?
I'm going to take out the invitation and I'm going to show it to him. I'm going to say, what do you know of Lord Zelos?
Oh, this guy. He's really trying to turn the old family legacy around.
I was afraid of that.
He's kind of a big philanthropist. Does great things for the city. He's done a lot of public work projects.
Oh, you mean like turn their reputation around and make it positive?
Yeah. He's done a bunch of work for the poor, and he's got a bunch of great social programs going.
Here's what turn it around means, you idiot.
He's always said turn the legacy around. Couldn't mean bring
You've
it back.
spent a lot of time with Kashano, haven't you?
I have.
Actually,
I have.
Durnan would not know me as Kashano.
Oh, right. He knows you as something else. What was the name that he was knowing you as? I forgot that.
He actually knows me as Aoth.
Aoth? Okay. So you spent a lot of time with Aoth, haven't you?
Yeah. That you could say that. Yes. Unfortunate.
Actually, it's Koshano the Quick now.
He kind of raises an eyebrow at you. Is it then?
Yes, you know very well. I'm quite close with Koshano the Wild.
All right.
Which brings me to
Kashano the
my
Quick.
second question. When was the last time you heard from Koshano the Wild?
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
A while like a few months or a while like 16 fucking years?
No, Gilbetta says it and it's just deadpan silence and she chuckles to herself in the corner.
Yes. Oh, she absolutely laughs at her own joke.
I know no, it's been at least 6 years. Last I heard, he was traveling with some other minstrels, but it was along the coast.
By land or by sea?
By land and sea. It floods in the spring. You gotta watch out for lizard folk, though.
Right.
He's been making the trek back and forth between Waterdeep and Neverwinter. Not sure what for, though.
He's been making the same trek for all this time, you believe?
Not sure exactly. He doesn't make it back to town as much as he used to. I know he goes. He ends up in that area between for a very long time. Sometimes I don't see him for a year or two.
And you have no idea what business he's attending to here in town?
No, he doesn't come by here anymore. I just see him around town every now and then. Hear rumors.
interesting that you
Well,
managed to see him around town.
He's not been himself lately.
Strange that I
I'll tell
wouldn't
you.
cross paths. Well, I do appreciate your time. If you would please just in any references to me in time going forward, avoid using the names you know me by.
Yeah, all right. Just stay out of trouble, kid.
One last question. The Black Hand, what's the status?
He looks around. The status is you don't talk about them in the city anymore.
Are they gone from the city?
Are they ever
Shakes
so
his-
present in the city?
He shakes his head. Jobetta, when you ask that, he kind of looks around, gets up, peeks out the door, and calls you over.
My God. Oh God. Hey.
And then he points, and he kind of directs your vision, and he points to 4 people who have their hands painted black in the yawning portal.
How could we not have noticed that?
say-
Walker?
Because you were all caught up in meeting a new friend and you didn't do a perception check, did you, son?
Oh, shit.
I wasn't expecting him to recognize me as soon as I walked through the door in my new duds. Thought I was disguised.
No, absolutely. He's got a soft spot for people. Anyways, so
I just look at him and I say, "Oh, right."
and then he says, "Just
One more
anything
thing.
else you needed."
Has anyone been asking about or looking for Johann of Terramath?
Not lately.
Awesome. I think I've taken enough of your time. If you ever should need a favor, don't be afraid to call upon us. And I'm going to hand him one of the gold coins that has the Avalon Knights Academy seal in it.
Okay. Now these guys are back up and running again. Well, at least you're tied up with a good crowd this time.
I'm gonna like up to Kashano because I don't know, because if he pulled me to the side, I don't know for sure if Kashano saw what I saw.
Right.
So I'm gonna say, like,
There's some bad folks here.
yeah, I'm like, there are 4 of them right now.
I can't hear you.
I said there are 4 of them here in the awning out there.
Well, it's a good thing that they're looking for disheveled adventurers and not noble people.
They've never even seen Redan before.
No. And Yeeby's just a goblin in fancy clothes,
Yes.
which there's a lot of here, so it's not a big deal.
There's a couple goblin servants. All right. So how do you guys enjoy yourselves for the rest of the evening?
While we're here, does anyone want to go down into Undermountain?
What into what?
What
No,
is
we're
down?
dressed too nice. We're dressed too nice. Maybe after the party.
What?
I want to show you some cool place. Oh, we'll do it. Maybe tomorrow for this time.
Yeah, it is getting late.
I think we have another stop to make.
Redan would like to find a blacksmith, if possible.
Okay. Redan, you can go find a blacksmith. Give me an investigation check to look about town to find a blacksmith, or do you ask Kashano?
He would ask Kashano.
Okay.
I
Kashano.
would take a look over in the trades ward. We want to send you.
I
Gets
would
out-
like to
gets out
find
his
someone.
Waterdeep registry.
I would like to find someone to make something with the dragon teeth, perhaps a weapon or a helmet.
Where would Kashano say is the best place to do that, DM?
Let's see.
Would be somewhere in the
You know what?
trade. ward?
Kashano knows a place that does very good custom work, I'm going to say, from the time that he spent in Waterdeep. You want to go to Barthas's Hammer and Anvil, the Trades Ward. It's not gonna be on your list.
Okay. Well then, yeah, go to there, and I'm gonna give him my map of Waterdeep.
Okay.
And
Point it out to him.
Point it out. Right there. You are here. They are there. Here's where we're going to draw an X over where we're staying.
All right.
Here's where we're staying.
And where are you two going?
Well, I think there's a place Gilberta's wanted to visit, and I say we stop and pick up Lily on the way. I think she'd enjoy it as well. He's going to hand you his stone of Farspeak.
All right.
Dan.
All right.
So you got a stone, you got a map with 3 locations marked.
All right.
And Redan will reach into the bag and pull out one of the dragon teeth, one of the finer ones.
Okay.
Put it into his pocket.
Nice.
What is it you're planning to do?
I want to inquire if a helmet or a weapon can be made from these.
Probably take some time and be rather expensive.
Indeed. I
Perhaps.
just wish to look right now.
All right. Enjoy your evening.
All
Have
right.
fun.
And
So-
we're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna head back up to the guest house to pick up Lily. Hopefully
Okay.
she's still there.
So you guys arrive at the guest house. Lily, how are you surviving?
Should I make a constitution?
Oh yeah, let's see if you're awake.
Come on, that one. Come on, that one.
Yeah,
There we go.
You're refreshed and you're ready for more booze.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
You're like, is it time to party yet?
I'm basically a depressed drinker. If you haven't noticed the cycle, anytime things don't go my way, I just go straight to the booze to make myself
Okay.
feel numb.
when you wake up, you find you're in rather opulent accommodations.
Oh, that's
So
right.
that puts you a bit at ease. You're in a very nice place, and there are a series of bells that you can ring for service in this room.
Oh my god.
So I imagine you've rung them and demanded your more wine from the people who have arrived.
Wine and water.
Wine and water incoming.
She just sees the accommodation. Not bad at all. Wow, where did my 1940s accent go?
It's okay, it moves around a bit.
Woo! Like, not bad at all. No, not bad at all. Well, let's see. I guess she looks disheveled, picks herself up, prestidigitation again.
Yeah, no, it gets
Look
the
in the mirror.
style going. Yeah.
It's like, much better. If the wine is there, she pops it, drinks it.
Takes a long swig.
Pretty
and
much.
You hear some commotion downstairs as Jabetta and Kashano arrive back.
I'm gonna head up to her room because we're just coming back to pick her up.
All right.
Knock.
Come in.
Just gonna crack open the door. Can I hit the town?
Are the bards out there?
Bars or bards? Because yes, there's many of both.
They both sound good to me, honey. Well, let's hit it. We got nothing else to do in this place except drink. So let's have some fun while we're at it.
Um,
Oh my god.
take that stone with us. Actually, you know, just give me the stone.
What stone?
When you woke up, there was a sending stone.
Good.
Oh, send me some-
Yeah. So you can like Rocky Talkie. They go by a lot of names. Okay.
Well, she will try to snatch that from Kashano then. Be, excuse you, that's a gift from me, is it not?
No, it was left there so that you would know what was going on if you woke up while we were gone. It was a courtesy to you.
It's communication.
So it's
It's
not a
also
gift for
written
me.
on a note.
Yeah, and there's also a note.
There's a note. She's looking at me like,
I'm
oh,
sure we
well, I
can
must
pick
have
up
missed it.
more. If you want to hold on to it, fine.
No, it's yours. It's yours. Take it. Take it. Most
All
things
right.
have been going my way anyways.
We can speak to both Radan and Cookie with this, so it's a good measure.
All right.
But yeah, so let's head on up to the Moon Temple.
Head on up to the Moon Temple. All right. While you guys are moving through the city, I want the three of you to make a perception check.
Okay.
No.
Ooh, someone's gonna get jumped.
I finally remembered to take my additional skills.
Ooh, Krishana did good.
Finally. I told you, in his element, he knows the fuck is going on.
He's
Krishana's-
he's freaking.
He's
He's
also-
overcorrecting because he like didn't see them in the fucking yawning portal.
He's also instructed Yibi to, at his vantage point, keep an eye on everyone's pockets if we're moving through thick crowds.
Yeah.
Do you tell that to the rest of us to be cautious, or you're just
I think he's
Watching.
getting EB to keep an eye on everybody else's pockets for you since he's lower to the ground.
Yeah.
So,
Watching-
getting EB to
Our
guard your
pickpocket.
pockets for
fair
you.
warning?
There's another
Alright.
thing. No,
Alright.
another technique. That's why you always travel with a small person in your group when you're going into the large crowds, so that they can keep a lookout for pickpockets. This is your first time in a city.
Perhaps
My
this-
first time. What happened?
All right. So, Kashana, with your 21, you see more and more black hands.
Oh my god.
They're everywhere. Every time you turn down a new street, every time you go another place, you see more of these guys. The city is infested with them. You do see two of them are attempting to tail you. But two more guys, very finely dressed, are constantly in their way.
Ooh.
We got
Kashana just starts to
connections,
grin
dude.
for no reason. Starts to
What are
walk
you
a little
smiling at?
taller.
Jilbetta knowing Kashana was just like, I don't even care.
He had been kind of slumping and hiding, but now he's standing a little taller. Correcting his posture.
Lilith is going to question Kashano.
Okay.
Kashano, what are you smiling about?
I'm just pleasantly surprised at the reputation that precedes me for once.
Raise an eyebrow and just like, okay.
All
Just
right,
drinks again.
Whatever, dude.
Pretty much.
So you guys make your way to the temple. While you're making your way to the temple, Radan, you head to the blacksmith.
Indeed.
You make it to the shop and you're greeted
All right.
at the door. What can I do for you?
Are you Barthas?
Indeed, I am.
Hello. I would like to inquire if a weapon and a helmet can be made.
They can be. What manner of weapon and helmet would you like to have made?
Reaches back, pulls the giant, like massive, size too big for his body, maul off
Right.
his back. Just kind of like puts it back and forth. Something like this with dragon. Puts the maul on the back.
Yeah.
Pulls out the dragon tooth.
Hmm,
Shows it to him. I have many more of these.
I see. A pricey custom piece. I can put it together for you. It may take a couple days. Are you staying in the city?
I'm staying in the city and I'm not quite sure if I want to commission it at the moment. I'm inquiring as to cost and trying to find a competent blacksmith.
I see. I see.
Ooh.
Well,
Shade.
I assure you, I am one of the finest blacksmiths that there's available. I used to be the primary blacksmith for the very same Avalon Knights.
You came well recommended. You mentioned the Avalon Knights. I am currently working with them.
You are?
Indeed. Cookie sends his regards.
Cookie's back.
Indeed he is.
Wow.
You should come to visit the grounds.
How's the shop?
The grounds are in disarray at the moment,
I see.
Hmm.
Well,
But They are working hard to make things better.
I'll tell you what. I can't leave my shop here. I've kind of built a life since then. But I have a son, and he's a fine apprentice right now. If you guys can repair that blacksmith shop, I'll send him up, and for getting him a job up there, I'll see what he can do with those dragon's teeth of yours. He's not quite as skilled as I am, but let's just say the talent doesn't skip a generation.
That seems a fair bargain. May I look at some of your wares?
Absolutely. And he's got a wide range of stuff kind of set about.
And yeah, just investigating, seeing if he's actually as good as he says he is.
All right, do an investigation check.
Bam!
Whoa!
Yeah. This is solid work. This is competent, solid work. Some of it has like magical materials inlaid into it. There's some flair and some design to it, but these are as fine a weapons as you've laid eyes on.
All right, awesome.
So you assume there may be better craftsmen out there, but you certainly haven't met them.
Okay. And then he turns, says, "These are very well made. You should be proud. Do you have anything your son has made?"
I do good work. He helped me on these pieces here, and he gives you a couple, and they're close to the same quality as the other ones, but you can see there's a bit of a learning curve in them.
All right. Redan extends his arm, goes for the full grasp.
All right, he gives you a good full shake, and he is also a half giant. So
Nice. All right,
shake your
yeah,
hand and-
full on shake.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
hold back.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
My pleasure.
And turn and walk.
All right.
Redan would be going directly back to the house
Okay.
for an early bed.
Redan returns to the guest house. Now the rest of you head out to the Moon Temple.
Yep. We're gonna head on up there.
One more thing. As Redan is heading back, he's going to hold the stone and like shake it and try to talk into it and like, "Hello, can anyone hear me?"
Okay. So you get messages from Redan. Hello. Can anyone hear me?
Yep. Yes.
don't
Yes.
answer
Hello.
that.
We can hear you. You can just talk into it.
Okay, I am done with what I am doing and I'm heading back to the house. Do you need assistance?
No, we don't need assistance. Yeah. I think everything's fine. Did you speak to, what was his name?
Barthas.
Did you speak to Bothus? Was he still there?
I did. He is a competent blacksmith. We will need to discuss this later.
Oh, fantastic. Have a good night.
Great.
See you in the morning.
If you need any assistance, let me know.
Oh my gosh.
Got it.
Certainly will. Thank you.
So you guys arrive at the Moon Temple, the House of the Moon, and the Moon Priestesses greet you. They bestow the blessings of Selene on you.
Jobetta's like,
They usher you
Joe Bella
inside.
I assume they saw like on her shield the
Yeah, no, they are in awe of your Moonstone hammer.
oh, that's right, I forgot about that.
Or are we just rolling around the city fully armed? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I imagine she
I
carries it
always have
everywhere
my
because
moonstone
she-
hammer. Hello.
Yeah, like I mean, it's an accessory at this point.
Hello.
All right. So yeah, you guys are at the temple. What do you want to do here?
Okay.
I'm actually going to turn to Lily and say, I imagine Gilbetta would like some time to herself here. Care to get a drink?
She looks around and be like, yes.
Yeah, this is kind of a religious place. It's not really your vibe.
Nope.
Yeah.
Experience with the booze.
Ooh, actually, Lilith, make a perception check of your person while you were walking
no.
around.
Okay.
No perception check for Yimi?
You noticed your ring, the little ring in your pocket.
Oh.
Hmm.
While I was walking or right? Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Okay.
you just whatever, and it's kind of like aquamarine with polished coral grown around this pearl in the center.
Oh, she looks at it and she's like, huh. One of the staff must have gifted me this. Not bad. Not bad. Of course. She thinks that it was part of the staff that, like, you know how they put like mints on your pillows and stuff like that?
Yeah.
She's under the assumption that one of the staff members put it in her pocket.
No.
Little trinket.
Oh.
Means
Yeah,
just-
so-
I'll say I believe that then giant oaf that he is felt bad for throwing your luggage into the water.
With that comment, Lilith is like taking it in, smiles a little, and tries to erase that smile. Like, well, he should be sorry. Smiles a little bit to herself again, and she's a Sundra basically. She's like, she's blushing, but it's mixed in with the alcohol kind of thing, and she puts it on like, well, yes, he should feel awful for that.
All
Just
right.
for good manners, I'll put it on my finger.
All right.
And Janetta's just like, okay.
As you put it on, you feel something bestowed upon you.
Uh-oh. Okay.
It's cursed. Oh shit.
Oh, shit!
While you're wearing this ring, you can breathe underwater.
What?
Hell yeah!
That's a steal for fucking 11 gold.
And she just knows that.
Gold.
No, you paid 8 for it, yeah.
She just
Do
feels it.
I'm gonna,
Does she know that, or she just
Are you-
feels like?
Yeah, you just feel I can breathe underwater with wearing this ring.
you say that? Do you say that?
No.
She takes a swig and be like, it's like,
She's like, now I can drink wine at twice the velocity.
it's like, this is a gift worthy for Lilith. Oh wow! But she doesn't say that. She doesn't say that loud. She just thinks that she's like really impressed. Like, oh my gosh.
All right.
Oh,
So yeah, we're
boy.
going to leave Gilbetta and head over to the fiery flag and up the street.
Okay. Jabetta, what do you want to do while you're at this temple? You are greeted there as a priestess of Selune, so you are
Oh, absolutely, I am.
you are unveiled to all of the temple's facilities, and
The first thing I want to do, since they were like noticing the Warhammer, I want to
Yep.
I want to take it off my back and let them like look at it.
oh, they're in awe of it. They love it.
I'm gonna say this. I actually.
This is a weapon of
found. I
Selune's
found
justice.
this with a previous. She has passed, but she was also a goddess. You know, she praised Selune, and this was. I felt that it was only right that it be in the hands of someone who also worships Selune.
Well,
Also, it
trust that
does
you
some really
so
cool
well.
shit. and then I'll tell him what it does. I'm gonna be like, if I call upon her power, it encases my enemy in the moonlight of Selune and does put some dangerous damage to them.
Clearly, it is a instrument of Selune's wrath.
It is.
You
And
will
then I'm
use
gonna like
it
put it back
to
in my back and I'm gonna say,
correct injustice in the world, I'm sure.
yes, many injustices. And then I'm going to say, actually, I was wondering, is the legend true that there is an identical replica of the Wand of Four Moons kept here?
There is.
Can I see it? I want to see it.
Okay. So they take you to see it.
Oh my god.
And you feel when in the presence of this piece of this holy weapon, this replica of this holy weapon, you feel refreshed, like you feel just so at peace and in tune with your deity in the presence of this.
Oh my gosh. So Jobetta's gonna pray in Elvish.
Okay.
She's gonna pray for, in this moment, like specifically, she's gonna pray for Selune to continue fighting injustice in the world, and she's going to pray that that in this journey and with everything that we're about to face and not knowing what's going to happen at this event tomorrow, that Selune will just continue to watch over her and the group of people that she surrounds herself with in the academy and guide her in the right things to do moving forward.
All right. Selune whispers to you. You hear a voice. And it says, Moon daughter, beware the smile in the darkness.
Oh God. Jobetta freaks out. She goes, what does that mean? What does this mean?
Meanwhile,
No!
that's how I roll. Meanwhile, Kashano, Lilith, where are you guys going? Are you going to find a drink?
Going
Well,
to the Fairy Flagon,
Kash-
right up the street.
All right.
What he said.
All right. So you are welcome here. It's it's in the castle district, so it is a nice bar. There are some posh nobles. There are a couple dwarf merchants. A few highborn humans wandering around.
Ooh. Lilith gets excited.
Yeah, Kashana's going to do a good survey of the people in the bar right now as we make our way over to a side or corner table.
Sure.
Perception for Lilith too.
All right.
We
Make a
look around.
perception check.
Perception is everyone. All right.
Oh, Kashana, you're
Kashano's rocking it today.
I told you. Competent in
This
what-
is-
He's in Waterdeep.
It's like Roll20 knows me.
This is a wealthy crowd, mostly higher end people. I mean, I would say the lowest born person here is a dwarven trader who looks like he works in the mining trade. So likely goes back and forth between the Spine of the World Mountains and Waterdeep to sell vast quantities of ore.
Ooh. Awesome.
Everyone else is lords or relatives of lords or just
Lilith's gonna whisper to Kashana's ears like, so who here is the wealthiest or most powerful man in this bar right now?
can't hear you, Kashano.
Huh?
There you are.
Okay. You hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
He's gonna have a look around, and who does he recognize any of the noble people on like a celebrity way, not like he knows them personally, but
Nobody you can individually pick out. This is a fairly rich crowd, but there's nobody that you would know. There's nobody really famous here.
okay,
It's just a very rich crowd because you're in that part of the city.
and nobody that I would know from my shady dealings.
No, nobody for shading dealings. They wouldn't be out here. They'd be in place like the Dragon's Head or Yawning Portal or what have you.
Okay, well then I'm going to look for the gentleman with the most intricate and subtle decorations on his clothing.
Okay.
Ooh.
And point to that person. Say, well, I don't recognize any of these personally, but given the crowd demographics and the area we're in, I'm going to assume it is that
Okay, while you guys are having this conversation, one of the bartenders runs up to you guys and is just like, are you Lilith Singer?
She smiles. Why, yes, honey, I am.
I
Why'd you
saw
ask?
some of your shows in Neverwinter. They were amazing.
You're a fan.
Absolutely. Hey,
Oh.
I know you're probably not on right now, but do you think you could do a show here? Just a quick one. Just sing a few bars.
She looks at him up and down, side smiles, and be like, for my fan, of course. I'll do you justice. Just get me the best drink you've got to serve me later.
Absolutely.
All right, get the whole thing set up, and I will do performance.
All right, they usher you up and they give you room to perform.
Do you want a backing track?
Okay. Oh, what now?
A
Do you want a
backing track.
backing track?
A back? Sure.
Which one do you want? I loaded up the two we discussed.
Let's do Domina thing.
Here we go.
Oh boy.
Oh wait. Oh shit.
Oh
that's not
dear.
gonna work. Oh no, it's not gonna work.
Okay, well, if you can just hum the tune and I'll just, we'll improvise.
Oh wait, hold on. Here, we can do it this way.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. 1 second. No, we can do this. We can do this. There it is.
Oh my God.
I love this.
That's awesome.
Sean was definitely playing the drums. for it.
That's awesome. Yeah, Kashana, join the stage. Join the stage.
We're gonna assume this.
Actually, I don't think that's Domina thing.
It's definitely not. No, that's why I couldn't play it.
Is it? We might get copyrighted.
It's all copyrighted. Don't make things copyrighted. It's fine.
Oh, is it?
All right.
Yeah, so Kashano and me are performing.
Performance check, both of you.
A performance check?
Yep.
Okay. 2 bards at a bar.
Oh shit!
It's from the alcohol I've been drinking all
Too
day.
much drinks.
As her singing starts to suck, Kushano breaks into an instrumental piece.
Yeah. So
Overshadow.
Shano does backup on drums for you, and he's able to carry you through.
Does he get DB to hold up the pan flute so we can do both?
All right, I'll say Kushano's roll gives you advantage to try another one on that to see if you do better.
Oh my God.
Inspiration, bardic inspiration.
Oh, that was perception. My fault.
Oh, that was perception. That's way
Yeah.
off.
Oh, my bad. Hold on. Let me do performance. All right,
Okay.
reroll.
Okay, that's better. That's better than a 1.
Bardic inspiration. Bardic inspiration.
Okay,
Okay.
reroll.
Reroll.
No. So you take a you add a
We'll take that one. Oh shit.
You add a D6 normally, but yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
really? Oh shit.
No, Whatever. You did great.
I'm sorry.
Or barely good enough. I carried your ass.
Well, let's see if we do. If we add a D6, adds another 4 to that, so you're at 15, and then I'd say you'd get an advantage from an assist on that one. Yeah, okay. So you guys do pretty good. The hall
Okay.
is quite pleased with your singing, and they toss up some gold pieces for you guys.
Woo!
Actually, no, this is a good crowd, so let's go with.
They're semi-drunk too.
Yeah, no, you're a little bit drunk too.
Yeah, we're all drunk. We're having fun.
All right, so 71 gold pieces are tossed up on stage, you guys.
71.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
So you guys have your
Let's
nighttime
make that
performance.
Mm-hmm.
Gilbetta spends her time at the temple. Redan talks to the blacksmith and goes back, and eventually everybody retires back to the guest house for sleep. You guys have an excellent night on the town.
Gold pieces, but give them all to Lily.
Ah,
How much was that? 71?
yep.
Oh, 71.
Is Lilith actually giving some of that gold up?
Oh, well, it depends. Did the bartender split it, or did he give all the money to me, or just to Kashano?
This was thrown up on stage for you guys, so it was.
I think Redan's asking if you're handing some of that over to the company coffers.
Oh, she's probably not picking up the money, so Kashano, you might be the one that's going on the floor picking up the money.
I'm giving it to her. My policy is that which is paid to us for jobs is part of the academy, and that which we find or earn otherwise is that of our own. And trying to keep her loyalties for now, so I'll just hand it over to her. It's a pittance.
Lilith will look back at Kashano and be like, well, do remember, I am now part of the Academy staff member, so yes, this money does belong to me and the rest of the staff.
If that's how you see it.
You did well. Yes. All right.
Excellent.
Awkward.
Good work. No, this is going great.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So you guys have a fairly uneventful evening after that. You return home and you have a nice sleep. And the next day very quickly arrives after you've had your morning breakfast. It's time to head to the party.
Ooh, dress up time.
Yep. So everybody gets in their finery, gets ready. Carriages come to pick you up.
Awesome. All
You
right.
are brought out to a very beautifully decorated white marble building. And there is a bit of security going on at this place. There are a couple of guards outside, and with the guards, you see four-legged metal constructs that have three kind of gnashing blades protruding from their backs that kind of move like this.
Constructs as in automatons?
Yes.
Okay.
And they are guarding the door with the guards. They almost look like beasts, but they are magically animated.
Krishan's, such interesting technology they've been developing here in Waterdeep. He's being kind of wait till they get through the doors.
One of the other nobles is like, yes, I hear they had these brought in from the vaults up north. Dwarven constructs.
Ah, yes.
They apparently make good guard beasts.
Well, I can imagine so. Quite dreadful.
Indeed. So, there's massive big wooden double doors. When you guys come inside, this enormous room is laid out with all manner of noble individuals inside. People are kind of mingling about. There's large tables towards the back of the room filled with all manner of food. People are taking small bits and moving about the place. Throughout the room, there is a series of exhibits and cases filled with all manner of artifacts, ranging in all shapes and sizes, seemingly coming from all over the world. There are suits of armor from strange and bizarre places. Some of them glow. There are mountings on the wall of unusual animals, some monsters and beasts. There are cases with obscure arcane tones inside and statues of bizarre golems and gargoyles throughout.
And we've been made to understand that this is Lord Zalos's estate, yes?
No.
No.
This is, as you're greeted in, Owen Stone greets you at the door and he says, this is Lord Zelos's exhibit. A bit of a hobby of his. He is kind of a historian and collector. So he has opened up this exhibit to the public.
Well, shall he be joining us tonight? We had hoped to present him with a gift.
He may make his way by eventually. He shall seek you out when he arrives.
Thank you, Mr. Stone. In the meantime, are there any particular introductions he would have made for us?
Nothing personally. He expected you to do your own footwork on this. He didn't want to presume anything. He wasn't even sure you would come.
Very good. Did he supply us with that guest list at any point?
He hands it to you.
Okay. Going to quickly scan it for the name Melendar.
Not on there.
Fantastic. Any other names I recognize?
There are a lot of names on there that say anonymous and a lot of names that say redacted.
Shit. Okay.
Wow.
Any names I would recognize?
Nobody that you recognize.
All right. Fuck. Well, okay, that was useless. All right.
DM's keeping
a
secret.
lot of it is like trade prince, guild master, like Trade
Titles,
guild master,
names.
high lord, you know, all these governor.
All right.
Awesome.
So Krishna is going to kind of lean over to Jobetta. Say, as we discussed, I think you might want to take the lead here.
All right, you're all free to mill about this party. There is.
Yeah. Just gonna.
All right.
Mingle and
curious.
mingle.
I'm assuming my maul was taken away from me.
Yeah, you guys weren't. He recommended you leave your weapons in the cart.
What about my staff that I was heavily leaning on?
You can keep the staff.
Wonderful.
That was heavily leaning on.
Kashano's going to make his way to the bar. He's going to get a drink. He's not actually going to drink it. He's going to fake taking sips of it and periodically dump a little bit out in a plant or something.
Lil is drinking with you, but actually drinking.
All right.
And he's
Well, not
going,
with you, but around.
Yeah.
and he's going to look for a lone individual who seems of import, admiring a particular artifact. What it is, who it is, doesn't matter. He's looking for someone by themselves
Okay.
that he can sidle up to.
All right. There is a Durgar, a deep dwarf, staring at a book in a case.
He's going to come up.
Very finely dressed.
He's going to come up. Quite a curious piece. I don't know anything about it. I'm sorry to interrupt your admiration here. Do you know anything about this particular tome?
That's the Tome of the Void.
The Tome of the Void. Oh, do I know anything about the Tome of the Void?
I don't know. Do you roll a history check? You can play Dungeons and Dragons all you want, Kajana. You don't know nothing about this book.
Ah, yes, the Tome of the Void. Quite a interesting and fearful artifact. Well beyond my personal humble ability to comprehend and utilize. How about yourself? So, I'm sorry. Forgive my rudeness. I am Krishano the Quick of the Avalon Knights Academy.
Blackbeard Cold Mantle.
Not bad. And from what parts do you hail?
I'm from the Underdark.
Oh, very good. What business do you trade in?
Underdark minerals, occasional fungi, specialty materials.
I've done a bit of business in the Underdark myself. Have you been having many security issues as of late?
Not lately. Been pretty good, actually.
What do you attribute that to?
Well, I mean, I gotta say, it's almost Lord Devonian here. He's really turned things around. He's provided extra security details for a lot of the merchants around here.
Yes, quite fortunate to have him here in the city, seeming to be making things right once again.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Are there any other particular pieces around here that you would suggest I be sure to check out?
Well, there's all manner of unusual artifacts and some downright horrors kicking around here. I highly recommend you check everything out.
I appreciate that. It was a pleasure meeting you, Blackbeard, and should you ever need assistance, you can come reach out to us at the Avalon Knights Academy. You can
Very
hand
well.
him one of those coins with the insignia on it.
Perfect. All right. What is everybody else doing?
Lil is flirting.
Lilith is flirting? Okay.
For sure.
How is Lilith flirting?
Oh shit. I should have thought this one through more.
I'm so happy right now.
Lilith, actually, now that you spoke her down, Lilith will go and flirt with her dad.
Oh God.
Damn it.
Oh God.
Oh,
This is going to be delightful.
interesting.
Are you ready
The
for
ring.
a cringe sandwich? Something else?
The ring that started it all.
Okay, let's go.
This is going to be so bad.
Let's play this out.
I hope it does. It's
Not
gonna be
just
funny.
money after all. It's just curious.
Okay, so how does this go?
She will look around and try to see where Radan is
Okay.
located at the moment.
Okay.
Just so you're aware, Radan is walking around the room, just hyper alert, investigate checking, like just everyone and everything.
Okay.
So I guess perception check to see if she even catches him. This might even go nowhere.
Well, I mean, you
Or
it wouldn't be necessarily a perception check because I mean he's easy to pick out. He's enormous. I don't know. I would say you could find him fairly easily in the party. I would say you'd have to get his attention.
okay.
Yeah.
She will go and walk up to Radan from behind.
Yep.
And kind of poke at him from the back.
Hyper alert, Radan. How do you respond to this?
Oh, how would that go?
Role play it for me, sir. Role play it.
That would probably be a very quick spin with us, like a
Clutching your staff. Just
yeah, like a ready to strike and sweep, but
Yeah.
hopefully a catch before it actually goes through.
Yeah.
Oh. Whoa, Radan, honey. Just little Lilith here. You can put that away.
Wait a minute, how tall is Lilith?
She's 6 foot last time I said.
Okay.
Okay,
How tall's Radan?
6'8", maybe a little taller.
Yeah.
Okay, looking up. whoa. So she like looks at her finger, kind of plays around like, oh, I guess this was an apology ring right here?
Did Gilberto tell you?
More or less. Oh, don't act so shy, Radan. If you're attracted to me, just say so.
I don't know how to respond to that. I felt bad for throwing your luggage in the water. I would have rather you not known that was for me.
Well, too late for that. And you should feel bad for throwing my things in the water. That was very rude. But I guess you feel bad, hence the ring. So all is forgiven. Looks away, not really, glances every now and then. Now she's feeling a little awkward too.
This is what we call head burning. That's okay. All right. So while this is unfolding, we'll go over to Gilberta. What are you doing?
So Jobetta she's actually interested in seeing what artifacts there are.
Okay. So take a
So
look around.
she's actually looking around to see if she sees anything that particularly catches her eye, anything seafaring or anything Selene related or religious in general nature, stuff like that. It's kind of the stuff that she's.
Give me an investigation check.
As soon as I can find the thing. There we go. Bum, bum, bum.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a solid investigation check, Jill. So you come
Taking her
across.
time.
Yeah, I know. You take your time pawing through everything. There are a couple nautical pieces, but something that draws your eye is this great sword. This great sword in a case. The blade is almost like black obsidian, covered in what appear to be thorns. And the thorns are all almost consistently dripping blood. And it is labeled with a placard. It says, Lord Devonian Zelos III's Great Sword of Cruelty.
So this is, wait, hold on. This belongs to Dude
And
Man.
while you're looking at it, a very well-dressed gentleman. He's got a shorter beard. Walks up beside you and he says, "It's a brilliant piece, isn't it?"
I say, why, it certainly is. I can honestly say I've never seen anything quite like it.
They used to say that he would wade through rivers of blood with it. No one could touch him as long as he wielded that blade. Although the legends are frequently embellished, as I'm sure you know.
Wait, this is the third? The guy that...
Or sorry, the second.
Oh, okay.
Did I say the third? I meant the second.
Yeah,
okay.
That makes
Sorry.
way
Oh,
more
okay.
sense.
All right.
Sorry, the second.
All right.
There's a-
Got it.
I mean, the legends are frequently embellished, but I mean, in the end, he did die like any other man. It always seems that our possessions and our position tend to elevate us above where we really stand. Wouldn't you agree?
Of course, I mean, it's when you are gone, none of these things follow you.
Indeed.
All on equal playing field at that point.
Absolutely. Life is always what you do with it, and you give a bit of concern as to how you will be remembered. And you notice that this gentleman looks a lot like the portrait above this sword.
I'm gonna, so I'll be like, wait a minute.
Although a little younger.
You. And she just points at the. She really does the you and point while she's pointing at the.
Yes, he was my father, Lord Devonian Zelos III. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
And Jobetta like takes his hand and does one of like a curtsy shake.
Oh, please, it's not necessary. It's my honor to have you as my guest. I
So
trust
you
you're
know who
finding
I am?
relations okay? Indeed, I do, Mr.
Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. Name dropping. Yes, I am absolutely in love with the guest house. It has been far too long since I have been in such a lavish sleeping environment.
Well,
as you may know, I've got a history with the temple, so.
Yes, I did my research on you. So, I'm glad you're finding the accommodations to your liking. I had felt just terrible after sending your group out on that mission for nothing. So, I decided to invite you all out to this party. Give you an opportunity to perhaps find some more lucrative work out there.
Absolutely. And, to be fair, the trip wasn't quite for nothing. It was a very interesting experience. Something, none of us had ever before that day heard of a second level of that place. So it was quite interesting to kind of experience that.
Is there anything unusual down there?
There's unusual things everywhere, first of all.
Was there anything unusual in the place you had to use a magic song to open?
But there certainly did seem to be some lore and some history in the place.
Well, I'd love to hear a story about it sometime. Unfortunately, I have further commitments to tend to.
Of course. Good day
Anyway.
to you. I'm sure I will see you at some point later in the evening.
Oh, absolutely. Look me up if you have a free moment. But by all means, enjoy the party and enjoy the exhibits.
Of course.
It was a pleasure meeting you. And good luck with your school.
Thank you. Yes. Think of us if you need any future jobs.
He smiles and he says, Don't worry. You're at the top of my list.
Great.
And then he leaves.
Jobetta's like, by the way, Jobetta is like, she's keeping her cool, but inside she's like, what did Salune mean by that? I'm like,
Now that he's left and you take a look at the picture, the resemblance is striking. They almost look like the same person, except he's quite a bit younger.
so like, there's some freaky shit going on.
Now then, how's everybody else doing?
Kushano has found the 5th most attractive young lady in the room. Never go for the first. And he has made his way to strike up a conversation. Whatever.
All right, you strike up the conversation with her.
Perhaps she's looking at.
She's looking at a case full of cursed jewelry.
Oh, quite lovely collection here.
Oh my god, I know, right?
Love it. Oh my god. Yes.
Is there any sort of placard on this?
Incredible. There's like so many people here.
Oh, yes.
Like I can't even believe it. So who are you?
Oh, I am Kushano the Quick of the Avalon Knights Academy. Have you heard of us?
No.
Yes, we're a bit north up the river. And who might you be?
Oh, I'm Lisa Alsmith.
Going to
Don't ask me names, damn it.
Alsmith?
Yeah.
Love it.
Lisa Alsmith. My dad owns like the Carpenters Guild.
He's gonna put out his hand.
A ton of money.
He's gonna put out his hand for her. And if she presents hers,
Takes your.
he'll do a kiss and a bow.
He's like, oh my god, you're so formal.
When greeting such a lovely and prestigious young lady as yourself, one must always be formal.
Oh.
So your father.
So what is there to do here?
Well,
And he's trapped.
perhaps we should get a drink and discuss more about your family's business.
Oh, absolutely. I hope they have vodka.
We'll go over to the bar and
shit.
yeah, go over to the bar and get her a drink. So,
It's a party.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Now it's a party.
do you yourself dabble at all in your father's crafts?
Oh no, I never get my hands dirty. Are you kidding me with these nails?
I can't imagine.
These are professionally done. The best in Waterdeep.
Oh,
Wouldn't even She took forever, but I had to ask my friend Candace to get me the booking. So Candace had to ask Marlene, and then Marlene had to ask. And it just goes on like that.
so I was just like, wait,
Hair flicks.
did you go to Madame Van?
Get out of there.
Oh my god, you know her?
Of course I know Madame Vandero. We go way back.
She's incredibly difficult to book. I don't even believe it.
Yes. Well, I'm surprised you were even able to get her on. From what
Well,
I
as
heard,
you can see,
months in advance.
absolutely.
Planned for this ahead of time, or is it just you had the right connections?
Oh no, I got these a week ago. I just needed them.
Oh, I see. What does a young, noble woman like yourself do for fun in this town?
Oh, we do all kinds of stuff. I love to party and hang out, and I like to go drinking, and I'm really into music like right now. I'm into this band. You probably haven't heard of them, but
I'm a bit of a music aficionado myself. Do you know of Lilith Singer?
Lilith Singer? No, I never heard of her. Right now, we're really into Candace's boyfriend. He's got a garage band.
Oh, I see. You should really
I
hear
guess she's
Lilith.
Yeah. She's probably outside your demographic.
Well, I'm a bit of a talent manager myself. Perhaps come by the Avalon Keep sometime and play a show at Cookie's Crab Shack. We draw quite a crowd.
Oh, really? I'm kind of a singer sometimes, but only when nobody's looking at me.
Well, that can certainly be arranged. You know, there are some else we can have you off stage. But also, I'd like to hear Candace's boyfriend's band. They sound fantastic.
Oh, they're really good.
Yes. Say, is your father here?
Oh yeah, he's around here somewhere. Probably talking to some boring people. So where's my vodka?
Bucky, excuse me. Young ladies drink.
Absolutely.
And another for myself. He's just
All right, so you get it. She gets some drinks, and she's like throttling it back, and she's like, "Whoa, it's a party!" And she's like going.
Very exactly as your
This is the best episode yet for me.
And he's going, while this is happening, he's going to pick out Lilith from the crowd and kind of like wave her over.
Yeah. Oh, jeez, you're bringing her into this.
Why would you do that?
But as, Lisa, where is your father? Could you point him out to me?
Oh, him? I think he's over there.
Oh, this is Lilith, the rising star that I was telling you about. I think you two have very similar interests. If you'll excuse me, my lady, I do hope we meet again.
So, like, what kind of music do you play? Is it like old stuff?
Kishano's walked away to go talk to his father.
Kishano is basically sacrificed.
And that's what it looks like to get thrown under a bus.
Not necessarily, because I mean, pulling Lilith out of mid conversation with Rashdan.
Yeah, Yeah.
Why can't I say it?
it's okay.
Rashana.
What the fuck?
Anyways, she walks off too, not dealing with this.
She's like, okay, whatever. And then she runs off and like high fives a group of other equally vapid girls, and they like start drinking, shouting, and doing the usual thing. When suddenly
Stop.
there is a cracking, smashing sound
Oh,
as the front doors burst open and tumble to the ground.
Oh, shit.
thaumaturgy.
Everyone stops,
Oh, guess that.
and in walks a familiar-looking
No!
silly dude with a black hand
Ow!
who walks in and goes, "Hey!
Oh my god.
I heard you assholes were in here. The boss said we can't come in here and come after you, but I make my own rules."
Oh my god.
Was this the guy intimidated?
Assumption
This
check.
sounds like the guy that I intimidated.
Insight check? I don't know. Whatever. Is he drunk?
No, he's just always like this.
Wow.
God, what was this? Yes. The fuck was this? Jabetta, do you remember this guy's name?
What the fuck do you think I am?
I don't know.
I know Araldo is the leader of these
It
motherfuckers.
was this asshole. Security, is this? I thought this place was more heavily guarded.
Security is like on the doors that were blown in because this guy has come in flanked by two ogres carrying morning stars
Fucking God.
and clad in simple armor.
Radon is
Fantastic.
slowly working his way towards the door.
No.
Wait.
And he says, "I got just the thing to teach you a lesson." And he starts dumping this thick black liquid down his throat. And his laughs get more distorted as he hunches over, and his clothes begin to split as his body expands. And
Dude
under
hulking out.
the skin begins to split and break open, unable to keep up with the growth of the body. And you see sinews of muscle come back and try to stitch back together over and over again, happening throughout this person's body. Huge bones spike out of his back, splitting the skin of the spine open, and spurts of blood. And he's like, and he turns into this massive black drooling creature. And he points to you, Kishano. He says, "I gotta catch you."
Well, I mean, with articulation like that, frankly, I'm shocked you even recognize me.
And we'll pick that up next week.
OMG. What the fuck just happened?
Motherfucker.
Awesome. Awesome. Oh wow, this was a fun episode.
For the protection of the aristocracy.
Oh wow.
I'll be damned.
Woo.
Well, shit. Great.
Yeah, it's
Well,
a lot to think about for the next
Battle time.
Yeah, that's that was a roller coaster of insecurity.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that guy back from the first episode.
Is it the same one that I intimidated?
Yeah, the same one that ran away in the first episode. He
Yeah.
escaped.
Yeah.
The
Oh.
'Cause I
tweaker.
remember there was one I intimidated, and he was like, I remember him
Yeah,
being like, "Boss, I don't know, boss."
Yeah, he's just,
That's why you never leave anyone alive.
yeah.
I said that. Literally, I said that. I tried to kill him, and then he got away, and they were like, "It's fine." And then he's gonna come back.
Gotta leave some plot strings. I mean,
Roll the tape. I'm edit in the part where I
We
fucking
lost
said
the
that.
entire first episode. We
I
can't even
know.
roll the tape. The only reason this guy still exists is because I remember him and he was really fun to voice. So that's why I'm bringing him back.
oh shit! All right. Well,
Fantastic.
that
Oh my
was
God.
fun. Thanks everybody for joining us. Be sure to tomorrow night for Sean.
I'm back again. We're
on
going
what
to
we're
do
working
too many
on.
warlocks. There will be warlocks. In fact, too many of them.
Or too many warlocks. And then this Wednesday, we're launching the
Border dispute,
Border Dispute, a new thing we're trying out.
where
So
I will
Yeah.
conquer Kashano with my legions.
Damn.
With my legions.
Damn.
And you will be conquered.
yeah, I don't think it's gonna work out well for you.
All
But
right, we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes down.
in the meantime, thanks everybody for joining us. Don't forget to check out Lilith's artwork, facebook.com/bombymel. Check out those quick links to see YouTube content from Gilbetta and Redan. Don't forget about our YouTube content. Hold on, let's do this one real quick. Got the document.
Do we have a thing? Are you putting stuff up?
Is he doing? I think he's doing a thing.
Okay. are you doing-
No, you've got them on your nameplates. Those
okay, there we go.
Oh, okay.
and
Sweet.
That should be
yeah,
heading
and
next.
also, if you were around during the break, you saw a video from Roll for Initiative. One of their people is going to be joining us as one of the warlocks in Warlock World. So, yeah, Dawn from Roll for Initiative. So come see that too. Anyone else? Anything else to discuss or plug or bring up?
And don't make sure you're here next week, because Black Hand Motherfucker Death coming soon to an academy near you.
It's time to throw down. It's going to be initiative time.
Oh
It's
my
gonna be
God!
initiative time.
What?
Yeah, no,
With
look,
a
we got
crowd.
graphics and stuff.
That's
we spare no
amazing.
expense.
You notice we had some
Oh, yeah.
audio going on.
Yeah.
We're
That's
getting
awesome,
fed, still working some kinks out, but we're getting a lot. Yes, but I think that's all we got for now. Thank you
All
for
right.
joining us. And do you want to do the honors, Sean?
See you next time.
No, come on. We can't. We came
What?
up with this last week.
What?
remember?
Which thing? What?
Class dismissed.
Oh, class dismissed. Sorry, yes. Sorry, I forgot we were doing the thing.
The thing.
Class dismissed.
That moment when the teacher's like, "Wait, what?
Wait, what? What?
What's happening?
The thing, what thing?
What is this that we planned?
Oh my.
Which thing?